Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Curse of Strahd. Before we begin tonight's game, socials, follow them. You know what they are. I say them literally every episode. So if you don't know them by now, then you've not been paying attention, and you should feel ashamed of yourself. Apart from that, we're gonna go ahead and introduce all of our players. Top of the round, as we normally do. First things first, Thomas.
Hey, I'm Lortomas. I play Malin Redkeep, a human bard who's stuck in Barovia, and he has no idea why he accepted this shit. You can find me wandering fields. Just any field. Any field.
You tell me if I dip out about 30 minutes that way, I'll find you?
I'm always there.
Nice. Baka, introduce yourself.
Oh, hey there, how's it going? BakaZombie. Here I am. I play Gar. Lockstone Barbarian.
Great,
Next.
Meyore.
I'm Meyore, and I play Alarin, the half-elf wizard, and you can find me here, not in some strange place.
That he knows of. Grizz.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Grizlocke. You can find me on YouTube under that same name. Today I'll be playing Drogden, the zombie druid. Thank you to all the patrons. Just want to throw that out there. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate the support. And yeah, let's go die.
And my favorite person in this group, Genji, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Genji. I play Tia, the insert race here, cat. And you can't really follow me anywhere. I do have a Twitter, which is Genji2, and yeah.
I don't think I even follow you on Twitter, because I didn't know that was there, so...
I rarely use it. I only post stuff from my Switch.
Okay, so, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5. Meyore, you get to pick first. What's the number?
2.
Who wants to go next?
3.
5.
The two of you?
Meyore took my number.
Think of a different one.
1.
Ginge? I don't know what the number was.
4.
Baka lost, so Baka, you're on recap duty.
So, last time on the Curse of Strahd here on Swindler's Den, the group said, hey, let's leave Barovia. We're all done here. And then some kids, they're like, no, come here and talk to us, please. And their names were Rose and Thorn. And they said, hey, our mother, she hated him, called him a different name that's not in front of me right now. It's on my bookshelf. William or Wade
Walter.
or something like that. Walter, there you go. I knew it was a W-A.
Nobody could hate a Wade.
Well, he's inside, and go get him, please. Help us. And we're like, yeah, let's do that, please. So we went inside, and like, oh boy, let's find this baby. But wait a minute, there's a cat here. And the cat says, hey, I've got a card. It's blank. I need to find its pair. Don't ask me why. Here we go. And I'm going up the dummy waiter. See you guys later. And then he started going up. He's like, okay, I'm on the second floor, and you guys are here too. Let's continue on with our lives. So they're like, let's look around. Peek. Oh, these are suits of armor. Those are gonna kill us. Let's go up another floor, because that's where the baby is. So they continue walking up the creaky old stairs of this house. There's cobwebs everywhere, getting in their hair. And then they get to the third floor. They're like, this is where we have to go, boys. Let's get up in there. And then the suit of armor gets them. He starts punching them. And they're like, no, please don't do that. That hurts a lot. But they got rid of it and killed it. And then Gar, the Lockstone Barbarian, he says, I need to find this baby. He's opening doors. Where's the baby? He says. And then he's like, not in this room. Let's keep going. So then the cat's like, I like this room, though. Tia says that. And then he looks and he's like, there's a jewelry box, but that's a trap. I'm going to move on with my life for the day. Maybe later. And then leaves. And then Gar's still opening doors. And then he says, there's a specter there, and gets choked to death. And then the specter starts wailing on everybody else, and they finally beat him. And then they're like, let's not die again, please. Let's rip down this wall. There's a hidden door. So they start ripping on the wall, but the broom, it comes out of nowhere and starts hitting Drogden. And Drogden's like, no, I can't hurt my own. Just kill me. I'd rather die than hurt a broom. And then he did. And then we were like, let's get this broom. And Meyore's like, or not Meyore, but Lauren says, I'm getting in there. I've got the lowest AC and HP. Get me in there. So goes in, gets swatted by the broom too, also dies. And then we finally kill it. Malin's like, hey, enough. All right, let's do this. He kills the broom. And then we're all talking, like, we've used all of our resources, all of our HP's gone. We need to sit down for just a second. And so we did. And that's where we are now.
You know why I love your recaps, Baka?
Why?
You ever seen the TikToks or YouTubes of like the old man with that big white beard, like explaining
Baka's the one who
shit?
sends us those.
I was gonna say
Philosopher
That's
of our
Baka's
time.
spirit animal.
He was
very
actually doing a
comprehensive.
stand-up here in Provo
Nice.
not that long ago.
Very comprehensive, not at all concise in any way, but very comprehensive. So I'm proud of you, Baka. Great. Yeah, I think that
all
was
on my notes.
literally everything that happened in the last session. So well done. So as you guys sit here and short rest in the creaking of the old house, is there anything that anyone wants to do in particular while you are short resting?
I need to log into the game.
That's a good start. You should do that.
There we go.
Anyone else?
I think at this moment, while we're taking a short rest, Tia's out on the balcony with Gar, and she's shivering a bit, and she pulls out her dagger and mutters something under her breath, but you probably can't quite make out what she's saying. And then she says, Gar, when you fell unconscious, what did you see?
A lot of nothing. Very dark.
Surely you weren't worried, right? Like even if you were to pass, surely you have some deity or
No,
your soul goes somewhere.
No deity. It's just like sleeping. Just nothing.
And she fiddles with the knife with her dagger again and takes a deep breath, and she says, well, there's a certain race that also is a bit similar in that way. This race, whenever they pass, their souls just vanish. There's no afterlife for them. There's no ascend to a higher plane, or if their souls fall to the wayside, maybe they'll fall, lower into the realm of demons. It just vanishes without a trace. And she contemplates for a minute, and she says, I were to fall, the same would happen to me. And she looks at him and says, so it's very important that I find what I'm looking for, and I need to get out here. And she holds up the card again, and once again, this card, it's a blank card to everyone else, but for her, it shows a paw print with I said fluorescent, it's actually iridescent background, like when you blow a bubble and you see like all the little like rainbow colors ish in the background. That's essentially the background of the card. And she holds it up and says to Gar, with this card, I'm able to see the past lives of my kind, and I can see what they experienced. And then she said, by finding these cards, I can help save someone very close to me. But if I were to back out from here now and just flee, the card that might be in here, I'll never get a chance, and who knows, this card might be what I'm looking for.
You thinking just might be in here? You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure, but if I were to just leave now, I'll never know. So.
Well, you better not leave then.
No. So you better not die on me either. And then as she
I
gets
can't
up,
die till the baby is found.
and as she gets up, she laughs and says, well, let's also not start charging the walls again, right?
Oh, you told me to push it, so that's what I did.
Yes, I told you to push it with your arms, like a normal person would.
Usually when a Lauren says to push something, it's to knock it over.
And it's true.
He's just still in his truck.
I love the way you said that.
I've been like eavesdropping on this conversation this entire time, just like right on the other side, just like.
And she just gets up and she says, well, I don't offer my thanks to you, but just know I am grateful for you guys being with me.
Knocking down the wall. Oh, for being with you.
Not knocking down the wall and nearly killing me. No, I'm not grateful for that. I will be flat out. I'm not grateful.
Oh, okay.
I'm grateful for you just having some company. I've been alone for quite a bit. But she gets up and dusts off her cloak, but she says, never mind that. We need to get going.
How does everyone look as far as like, is everyone just like absolutely filthy right now just from taking a beating? Because I'm going to be honest, Malin's the only one who hasn't been like fucking hit by anything. He's just been chilling.
Well,
Everyone
so
who has been in an alternate room has a little bit of dust on them. I'll say that much.
this is what I'm gonna say. I was really dirty coming in here, but after being attacked by the broom, I'm actually cleaner now.
Oh, it knocked all the dust off of you. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna like kind of, after I check on Red Keep, I'll kind of listen to this little story or whatever. Poke my head out of that door. Oh, by the way, everyone's had a rough little bit, so maybe a nice cleanliness will help everyone. As I start snapping my fingers, you see like these little. The way Malin's magic goes, it's kind of entertaining in a way. So you see like these like little sparks pop out as like dust and any like blood that you may have on your body or anything like that just gets cleaned up. As I cast prestidigitation on everybody.
Best spell.
Each time I have to. So, and Equal, I wanted to ask you because I do have a disguise kit or an entertainer's kit. I think. Let me double check. I think it's an entertainer's kit. Inventory. Oh no, I have a disguise kit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I've
So
never heard of that.
I'm curious, as an entertainer. I've probably put on various shows in my past. What would I need to roll to have like one of those, like a mask of sorts? Not that like one of those plain masks that are just kind of white, as like maybe that people would use in plays and stuff.
Sure.
I've been wearing a veil for 3 sessions after asking for something to cover my face.
Well, it's not a disguise kit, so the DC will be higher for this. I'm gonna say.
Wait, I thought he said it was a disguise kit. I'm sorry.
It is a disguise kit.
Oh, it is a disguise kit.
Yeah, I thought it was
Oh, dude.
entertainer's clothes, like
Fucking-
like a costume and stuff.
You just have one. It's a
scene-
disguise kit.
That scene
And
from a
as I
couple
clean
episodes
one
ago
up,
is
I'm just gonna
completely
look at
different now.
I'm gonna look at Drogden and be like, well, good dead friend of mine. The veil doesn't really seem to be working all that well, so I was wondering if maybe you would prefer something like this. It's a plain mask I've used a couple of times. If you want, I could probably whip up some type of artistry on it to give it some flair, but it's up to you.
So what's the mask look like?
It is literally a white mask.
Yeah,
with
it's
Is it like
like a
porcelain? Is
base-
it wood?
It's like a base, like plasticky type mask that you would like
Resin.
put clay on or resin. Oh, yeah, you put stuff
Yeah, it's
on
like a
it
resin
to-
mask.
Gotcha.
to add features.
If you think it will help.
Well, it's going to help a lot better than the veil. Honestly, I mean, I was kind of an asshole for watching you walk around with a veil on your face, knowing that it wasn't doing anything. But I figured, what the hell? What's the harm in a dead guy walking around? And based on the looks, it's pretty bad.
Okay. I'll take it off. I'll put it in my bag in case I ever see. Actually, you know what? I'm Drogden. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna throw it on the ground.
The next person that comes in here, it's like, There's a
this-
crazy conspiracy in the house.
Grizz wants to return it. Drogden doesn't
beautiful-
understand.
A beautiful wedding veil that was meant for this Vistani family's daughter on the day of her wedding. They've been saving it, probably a family heirloom. He just drops in this pile of dust, and it is instantly completely fucking ruined. Outside of any magic, it's
I'm
done.
gonna pick it up and cast prestidigitation on it to clean it up, put it back in my bag.
Okay, you save it, thankfully.
I should have just stepped on it. Nah, fuck the Vistani.
Thank you.
No problem.
Real quick, Ginge. You see on your character sheet there's a box at the top that says inspiration.
I do.
Go ahead and tick that.
You're the first person to get inspiration on Swindler's Den in like 2 years.
That's true.
Because I'm the only fucking DM who gives it out.
Grizz gave it out, but no one
Basically-
use it.
No.
Yeah,
What-
no
what it
shit.
is-
That's true.
Oh wait.
Okay,
that was a
6
while
months.
ago,
So Genji, do you know what that does?
I'm gonna assume it allows advantage or reroll.
Yeah, it's
It does.
advantage.
That's
Okay.
exactly it. For being such a good role player, Ginji, well done.
It works on death saves too, so.
Oh,
It does.
good. That's good to know.
Very important coming up here, I'm sure.
Oh yes.
The guest gets the advantage on the death save. The players get killed. I love this.
Oh,
Let's do it.
as
Yeah.
your
Malin pulls out his Glock. He's ready to go.
Well, Garfantis, I'm feeling a lot better. You can probably put me down now.
Or
do you wanna-
don't go running into things anymore.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll definitely let you go in first next time. Do you want to finish this floor and make sure we see if we can find the baby, and if not, go up to the next floor?
They said it would be on the 3rd. It's got to be here somewhere.
Oh, it did look like there was a couple of rooms in that master bedroom. Or a couple of doors, anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe they just put it in a closet or something. And they'll just start walking that way.
You make that joke, but as a child, I literally lived in a closet for 6 months as a child.
My little brother too.
yeah. So
Oh,
you guys,
no, don't start that.
you guys all start. You conclude your short rest. Everyone's HP should be restored as good as your hit points can give you. And yeah, so you guys are continuing to explore this floor first before going up the stairs, right?
Yes. To clarify, what's in this room? I know the Spectre was in here. I don't know if we wrote a perception check on her or not.
Gar briefly looked at it. I mean, you guys are just spending some time in here, so it's you don't need to roll anything for it.
Alright.
Actually, instead of rolling perception, whoever wants to deduce what this room could have been for, go ahead and roll intelligence checks.
In this room,
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and do it because I think I know what this room is.
This is a room.
Where's my D20s?
Oh damn, that is an 8.
Parker thinks she knows, but Gar does not.
Alarin, famously the most intelligent person in the group, and probably most
there they
intelligent
are.
person we've had on the channel in a while, cannot roll an intelligence check for sure.
Mine's probably not any really better. I think that, let's see, intelligence check?
Yes.
The same.
Okay, so let me look at the intelligence. I mean, I think I got a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
I got
I
a 0
also
and I
got a
rolled a
7.
7, and I was like, a 7.
It's 15 plus just normal intelligence. Okay, so 16.
Okay. I don't know how I'm going to make you
the-
know the
the-
information, but you know the information.
The vein, you see the vein shift in my head, and you know, it's like I tapped into something, Equa.
Okay. Gar?
I got a 7 too.
Yeah. We don't
Tia,
know
what you got?
shit.
So on roll 20, I just hit the saving throw intelligence, right?
Just hit your intelligence, the big box that says intelligence on the left. Click on the word intelligence, and it should just roll it.
Oh, okay, that one.
I mean, you still rolled.
Yeah, no, 9, nothing.
He had advantage. Use your inspiration.
No, don't use it on this.
No.
It's kind of less about this room.
We'll use your first one because I can just take away the proficiency. It's not a big deal. Which is still a dirty 20. So, Tia and Drowden, you guys begin to piece together what this is, which is so crazy because you guys are not really... You're the outsiders to this sort of whatever. But you start to piece it together. First of all, there's a double bed, right? Which indicates an adult. And you're like, oh, could be a guest room, except that the wardrobe appears to have been fairly frequently used, and in addition, the room next to it, which houses this baby's crib, is attached. And you're like, well, why would there be a baby's crib attached to a guest room? Baby's gonna cry all night, it's gonna wake the guests up. So you begin to think about, well, what role in the family could be attached to a baby's crib? And you begin to think and think and think, and you're like, what if it's not necessarily a role in the family, but what if it's an employee? And you're like, think about it. Oh, it could be like a nurse or like a sitter for the baby, someone to, look after the baby the whole time that they are here. And then you're like, oh yeah, no, it's a nursemaid. That's what it is.
This is some bullshit. I know what this room is,
knew
but
it
Malin's an idiot. I was like, okay, there's a master bedroom over here, but there's another big room with a queen size bed. I bet this was like the person that helped out.
The nanny?
Yeah, the nanny. I stayed in a nanny's room for a while.
So, Dragon, you look over at the other three humanoid, I guess, members of the party, and you see them all puzzling, looking around the room. And you're like, oh, I know what this is.
Why do we care?
We did. I want to go look in the other closets.
Why do we not go where you ripped door? Wow.
Because the children said the baby be on the 3rd floor, so we gotta clear out the 3rd floor to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, I was just trying to keep up with Gar.
Lead the way,
Okay.
comrade.
So where you go?
Yeah, we're going up to the other room, and I will enter.
Oi, Irina.
And
Oh god.
We're gonna keep looking.
all right, Equa, I'm gonna need you to tell me if I can do this or not. So in my bag, I have a 10-foot hempen rope and a crowbar.
Okay.
I would like to tie the crowbar to the rope, essentially creating a very odd 10-foot poking stick of sorts that I can throw. And I would like to throw it at this jewelry box to attempt to move it. Not knock it off, I just want to move it.
Yeah, okay. Easy enough to do. You just go ahead and wrap a rope around the crowbar. Do me a favor.
All right.
Roll a strength check to see how well you can lob the crowbar at the jewelry box.
Man. All right.
Hold on before you do that. I want to double check something because I'm assuming this is going to take a minute
All right.
for Tia to do. And like I'm noticing this, it doesn't look like you're hiding it. Are you hiding it?
Hiding what? The crowbar?
The fact that you're about to do some
Oh,
convoluted
no,
shit to get this jewelry box.
I am a cat fiddling with a rope and a crowbar.
I just want to double check some stuff. Let's see.
Oh, has Tia said that she wants
Frog
to
just
get
gets
this
in bed.
jewelry box, or do I just
No,
No, she hasn't said anything yet.
Okay.
you just see her
I'm
walk in.
tired.
What is all that for, Tia?
I have decided that I'm going to open this jewelry box. I've walked in. I admit, I may have funked out and just left and just said, there's nothing in this room. But there is a certain saying that I will not say because I'm not too fond of the saying, and we'll just leave it at that.
Which one is it?
It's okay. If anything goes wrong, you have 9 lives.
Never mind. I'm sorry for
spread out on the
stopping.
bed.
She shoots a horrible look at Ah, just of disgust.
Was that the joke?
If you're scared to open it, I can just open it with magic if you just step away.
I'm glad someone is capable of doing that because I sure as hell ain't.
Here, everyone back up, okay?
If you're looking disappointed, we'll just slightly back up.
I'm gonna hide under the
I
covers.
plant my face directly 2 inches from the jewelry box.
Actually, Alara's gonna like tip this table over in front of it.
I move this chair in front of me onto the tiger mat or the tiger skin rug, and I'm kind of poking my head around it like.
I close the doors.
Okay. So,
He just closed the door.
here's what happens, right? Alara, and you go ahead and knock the table over and dip behind it. The pots and the teapot and whatever just goes clattering out onto the ground. Dragden, who's been making a dust angel in the middle of this moth-eaten bed, just rolls over under the covers. No protection there at all.
I'm just gonna say,
Oh no!
Chair onto the rug and dips behind that. What are you doing, Lauren?
I lost internet.
I'm closing the door. I'm closing the door.
he lost internet for a second. Grizz did.
It's okay. Keep going.
Okay.
It's fine.
But yeah, I was gonna just cast Mage Hand to see if he could open the jewelry box.
Okay. You go ahead and cast Mage Hand, and this skeletal, bony hand, half spectral, appears in front of Malin and begins finger walking in the air over to the jewelry box. And you watch as it gets there and sort of does this. And it just opens. There's jewelry in there.
The Addams family.
And he'll have it just grab whatever it can in the box and like lift it like a foot above.
Yeah, you go ahead and grab some jewelry and pull it out. Yeah, you pull out a couple of gold rings and a thin silver or platinum necklace.
Okay, Alarin's gonna try to drop it back in and make it put on the rings and hold the necklace.
Sure. So the rest of you watch this as Alarin like an eyebrow like raises and he just puts stuff back in and then begins flicking like fingers and like putting rings on fingers and the skeletal hand just kind of like shows itself off. He's sticking around now.
Alon, you don't plan on taking that stuff, do you?
Oh,
I mean, I'm not
really?
going to judge you for it. I mean, my past is my past, but
I just thought it looked kind of funny on the magic hand, to be completely honest. And we were also worried about the box, I guess, and it seems like it's okay.
Well,
And then
I'm
he'll,
just-
he'll get rid of the cast and let it vanish and it falls back in the box.
look over. Oh, sorry. Yes, Guy, you can open the door.
Open the doors.
God damn it, dead guy. Stop getting yourself purposefully dirty. As I snap my fingers and just clean the bed with him in it.
Oh.
Anyone who cares about jewelry and or shiny things, roll an intelligence check or perception check to see
That
if you
is
can
me.
deduce the value.
I'll say
of the thing.
perception just because of, you know.
Perception or intelligence.
He, of course, looked at it after he
Perception.
Scar has
said
52
intelligence,
earrings,
too?
but he doesn't care enough to look.
Dude, you were rolling nat 20s as your advantage for a lot, dude. You
Yeah,
need to
man.
calm down. Mine's not going to
24.
be too great. I think mine's only going to be a 14.
14's still pretty good. So
No, that is wrong. I got a 12.
12.
Well, I got a 24, if that's all right.
24. Anyone else?
I got a 6.
6. So it's jewelry. Malin, for you, the jewelry box is probably worth something. It's got a little bit of filigree in there. The rings are, they're nice rings, I'll say that, but you're not going to get a fortune off of it. But you know that the necklace, platinum, and it has a gem embedded in it.
I take a sip of my flask. Just
Tia, is to get more of an idea of the value because you rolled a natural fucking 19 plus 5. The jewelry box is probably going to run somewhere in the range of 70 or 80 gold itself, the box. The gold rings, like 25 gold each. The necklace, 700 to 800 gold.
Sure, we
Well,
don't have any more.
Seems like it's nothing, and she'll walk back to the room and drop. I'm just kidding. But
Those kids' parents will be back.
she she turns to the group and says, are you sure we don't want to take these? I mean, he's pretty valuable, and
The kids' parents will come back eventually. We don't need to be taking their stuff from them. We're just saving the baby.
Guard, how do you say to this room?
I will say, if we find out that they killed whoever that ghost was, then I'm game to take all the shit.
I wanted to ask a question to you, Equa, about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that things have settled down and I saw what that was, do I know what that was and what it kind of entails?
What?
Just because the specter that we fought or whatever it was.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. Well, it's still just a fucking 13. I've got 0 on my intelligence.
13. I'll DM you.
Okay.
I'm gonna open this closet what I'm assuming is a closet.
Can I roll a perception check on that door real quick before you open it?
Doorway? Oh, this one. Yeah, you can roll a perception check if you want.
All right.
You know, God, Chia, our new friend here, has a point. From the looks of things, it appears that the parents have not been around for quite some time.
Oh, really?
As you can tell, Drogden was... God damn it. The dead guy...
What is this you call me?
The dead guy was covered in dirt. Just as literally... There are literally footprints where we've been walking.
Maybe they just haven't cleaned it a while.
There would be footprints throughout the house if they hadn't cleaned in a while. What I'm getting at is the children don't seem to be completely honest. It's definitely been more than a day since the parents have been here.
Well, then who's been here with them?
That's what I'm curious about.
Well, so far we know the tenants involve magical armor and a specter, so I'm starting to wonder how safe those children were in this house this whole time.
They've been taking care of them.
Oh, the
That's
specter was.
another thing I'm curious about. Lauren, question. My magic's a bit different. You seem to be more of the wizardly studying type. Is there any way to deduce if this house has been haunted? Besides the specter that literally took down our elephant friend here. Something tells me those children aren't being forthcoming.
Well, I guess I could try and see if there's any magical sources in the house. If you give me about 10 minutes, I can see if I can ping anything at least. I'm not quite sure on curses and whatnot. Not exactly my forte.
Well, it's better to be safe. I understand, suits of armor, you're in your house. It could be a good defense mechanism for your home, but the fact that there was a weird creature floating about that took down your friend here, I would say that it's probably best we be a bit more cautious. And the fact that a broom nearly killed everyone.
Mind you, this defense mechanism of the armor tried to kill us. I mean, normally you wouldn't try to just outright kill a person, but whatever.
You make a good point, and he'll just start setting up.
You must not break.
to ritual cast in the corner. Detect magic.
Sure.
All right, so I rolled an 11 on that door.
I mean, there is a full-length mirror on the door, but the door is a door.
Oh, I definitely look at myself in that.
I thought you were going to open it.
Yeah, while Tia's doing all the checks, Dragon's just staring at himself.
I've never seen myself, so I'm pulling my eyes, looking real close, opening my mouth.
To open the door. Getting annoyed.
You open it?
I open it.
Yeah, you open it up. It is an empty closet.
Ooh, it's a bigger
black
closet.
square.
It's more fog. It just comes out.
Shut the door, the void is encroaching.
Oh,
It's an empty closet.
Well. All right.
We
I
should
guess we'll
check in the attic.
There's one more door that's over here, but I just want to take a peek. And can I roll a perception on this one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, then.
Yeah, I mean it's a door.
Just
It
give
leads somewhere.
just give Genji nothing but advantage. Trust me, we'll win.
I don't want another Zorag. That's fine.
Come on, dude.
Tia will again attempt to open this door.
Yeah, this door leads out into another balcony. It's just a balcony. Overlooks sort of the back end parts of the village of Barovia.
What's this hidden space you're hiding from us?
Special wall. That's the wall.
Prove it.
Maybe I will.
I
when
don't
you
believe
explore
you.
more of Death House.
I don't like it.
Punches through the wall.
Maybe they go by the ruling that the first floor is the ground floor and the third floor is one more up.
Oh yes, I hear Waterdeep does that. Was weird way of numbering your floors, but I guess I get it.
Equa,
Yes.
can I take a good hard look at this tiger rug? and in my mind, I begin like to picture what this thing looks like alive, so that I might later be able to turn into it.
Easy enough for you to do. Yes.
Yeah.
You are familiar enough with beasts.
An RP way to learn another form. I love that.
Tiger
Yourself up.
unlocked.
Good luck
Dude, when
surviving
they read
to see that.
Tiger unlocked.
Cue the Pokedex music. Oh, so yeah, just
What's
sitting
that
there
polymorph?
mumbling, doing stuff with my hands.
Yeah, should you guys wait the 10 minutes for Alaran's ritual to be complete, you, Alaran, begin to blink your eyes and would note that there is nothing magical in this room.
Gotcha. Is
The
there
jewelry,
anything?
not magical.
Is there
No.
anything 30 feet above or below? Oh, that is not
Give me
blocked
the...
by 3 feet of wood.
Nope.
All right. Well, nothing on this floor that I can tell, at least.
We took the jewelry, right?
No.
I think it's still there.
It's still
Still
I
there.
didn't take the jewelry.
We're
have
gonna
enough.
come back for this jewelry, right? You know, whenever we
I don't
find.
need it.
Well,
I
shake
will
some
take
hands.
his ears. All the earrings jingle. He got 52 earrings on his ears.
All right, one last thing about the tiger rug. Did I notice anything weird when I was looking at it?
It's dead.
Okay.
That's
can I-
weird.
Yeah, I was about to say what?
I'm gonna do it, guys. I think I'm gonna do it
Why?
because I want
Just to
it.
have it happen.
I want the rug.
You were
want it
taking the
to-
rug?
It's
I'm gonna
rotting.
poke it with my staff. Oh yeah, is it in bad shape?
Yeah, it's in bad.
It's in really
Everything
bad
in this
shape?
room is
Alright,
in
never
bad
mind.
shape.
Never mind then. Fine. Not
You
worth
can,
it then.
you can take it.
No,
you can
no.
maybe plug
You're a
it.
zombie. You like rotting stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? A
Literally a
rotting tiger
rotting
cape would be cool.
corpse.
You're right. I'm gonna smack it with the staff.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, Drogden, you poke it a little bit and it doesn't move. So you bring your massive crescent-shaped staff up and smack it, and you watch as one of the old decaying eyes just
Ah,
splooges outwards.
It had its real eyes in it, not replace ones.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to have a
was
fucking
horrible.
rug like that.
I'm gonna take it. Fuck
Okay.
it. I used to have
This
like a
will look
white
pretty
like
badass.
cape. I think I might want a tiger cape now.
What?
Equa, just so
That
you
has
know, in
real
any form
eyes?
of taxidermy, they don't keep the eyes.
The eyes would have been gone long ago.
Is the brain still in there?
They do
I've been
things a little
vegetarian for
different.
15 years, you guys.
in
I have no
Barovia.
fucking idea how that works.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna.
Meat coat. They keep
Yeah,
the organs
they-
on it.
They killed and captured this tiger in Barovia, you guys. It's gothic horror. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I mean, that
Tigers
makes
in like
sense.
Romania.
Eyes would have rotted out years ago.
For now, I'm gonna roll it up and put it in my bag or whatever. Or, like attach it to my bag, you know, like snap it on or
Okay.
whatever.
Sure. So, before we progress through this, is there anything that anyone wants to do left in this room?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up
Yes.
to Gar. Oh,
No, I'm joking. I was gonna say I'm gonna go over and
Oh.
pull the tablecloth off that table.
Trying
Wanna see a
to
trick?
Teapots on it.
All right, I gotta stop. All right, go ahead.
I want to walk up to Gar. I'm gonna kind of mumble to him though, as everyone's just kind of looking around. So, Gar, I know you're very adamant on finding this baby, as I've come to understand it. Correct?
Yes.
Well, I'm hopeful, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Just wouldn't put too much stock in finding this baby.
Why not?
Well, Tia mentioned traps earlier. There was
Think the
a
baby got
ghost in
trapped?
one room. Just saying, prepare yourself for something that's you might not be prepared for.
Ooh.
As I kind of I'm wording it that way because even I don't want to say it. So,
Oh well. We should still try to find it. We can't leave it here if it is.
oh no, we're definitely going to keep searching. Something's wrong in this place.
It's not right. I don't know much about the outside world, but it isn't good in here.
I'll tell you what, I haven't really ran into many buildings like this. The town guard occasionally from anyway. Yes, just wanted to give you a heads up. Don't put too much stock in a lovely outcome in this building.
That Spectre got lucky, by the way. I've killed stronger things than that.
He turns around and starts walking towards the secret entrance.
He just kind of nods like, Garfantis could probably crush him in a second, so he's got to give that power respect, It's like,
That's fair. So if this jewelry box is still there, Tia wants to put it in her bag if no one has done so. Take all the contents out.
Alarin was just sort of like standing there. He's not saying anything, but he is just kind of like,
Oh, are you not gonna go join the others, Tia?
Look, I'll take the jewelry. I'll split it with you guys. I truly don't need it. But let's be honest. Do you really think they're going to come back for this? And if it is the kids, can't we just give it to them on the outside rather than come back in here?
You make a very good point.
and as he's doing this, like behind his back, he's trying to cast Mage Hand and like get it to go up the wall and go behind and start grabbing stuff out of the jewelry box.
I feel like Alarin is like a goody two shoes that has hit a bad streak in his life. Like his parents were very strict.
I have two questions about Mage Hand. First of all, is it
Oh shit,
concentration?
it is verbal. Mage Hand is not concentration period.
Is it verbal?
Yeah, oh, it's verbal and somatic, so okay, never mind. I guess you can't sneakily do that. Never mind.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could try, I guess, by perception.
How verbal does it have to be,
I'll try
Equa?
to mumble something under my breath, I guess.
Roll. Just roll a stealth check.
He does like
Weave words into your sentence.
Oh yeah, that's smart. All right.
goes,
That's a 14.
14. What about passive perception?
All
my
wizards
passive
just yell
perception
their
is
spells
15.
out loud.
15. So yeah, so you see him go, interesting thing to the question.
She narrows her eyes as she says, "What? You do want this, don't you?"
Oh no, I am a simple researcher.
You're lying.
I have no need for these things.
Your eyes glance up to the wall behind him where a hand is going.
Looks at the hand, glares back at him. She's like, if you want this, you could just ask for it.
Well, I have to be a good example for Gar.
He's out of the room. If you truly want it, then just take it. And she, in her tiny paw, she hands over the bundle of jewelry to you.
Okay, he's gonna like stand in front of the door as he holds his hands behind him to accept it, and then just slowly slide into his pockets.
He's got all of it then.
I objected to Tia. Tia's a bad influence on our lovely Alarin.
You guys pocket everything.
Oh, Lauren, I heard you coughing again. Are you sick again?
Oh, I think that broom got me right in the throat on one of those hits.
it was oak.
It's still quite dusty. Yes.
Strong.
Yes, why do you like wood so much?
My creator is a tree. Wood. Wait. Were you not born from a tree?
I'm pretty sure I was born from something that, let's just say there's a talk given to teenagers as I just keep walking with Gar.
She whispers to you and says, why did you ask him that question?
I was like, he's been really loving trees lately. I don't know. Ever since we found him, he talks
whole
about
time.
trees. Yes, honestly. Ever since we found him, ironically stabbed to a stake, he's talked about how people kill trees and it upsets him.
It
You
was
could say-
pine.
He's very connected to trees. He was quite literally there for a while.
Uh-huh. And you can feel Tia's opinion of go down more and more.
Well,
Anyway.
after you, Gar. Fantastic.
Gar like puts his hands on the opening, starts to duck in, and he stops and turns around. Look at Tia's.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. And she squeezes through all you guys, and she will peer up the stairs with her
She
perception.
said she doesn't like me going ahead and knocking things over, so I let her go.
I figure it is because we need
look
somebody else to die in our place.
That's a 22.
You see that the staircase bends around and ends in a doorway.
And
As
she
if to
says,
find-
she's like, all right, well, the stairs look fine, so we can all go on in.
Starts pushing his way into the small enclosed area.
God, you sure you can fit in there?
At the back of Garfantis.
Yeah, he
Oh,
walks in
make
and his
it-
shoulders go inwards as they like compress against the walls.
Just grasping at the wall to pull himself over.
Okay.
You can do this.
All right,
I
well,
was stuck in a small
yourselves.
cell for a long time. I don't get claustrophobic.
oh, that's where it's at? All right,
That's where it's at.
all right.
Do you go through this doorway?
Can I roll a investigation on the door?
You sure can.
Well, that's a 5.
Riding Gar.
It's a 5.
So, Tia,
Irene, are you coming?
So you understand that it is a doorway, and that you do see, because it's in plain view, is that there is a padlock on the door handle. It's like connected into the door. It would indicate that this door is locked.
Tia turns to Gar first, and as she opens her mouth, she immediately closes it. And then she turns to Malin Elron and Elron, excuse me, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, and says, do you mind if you guys can take a quick look at this door? She said, I know it has a padlock on it, and I can probably unlock it, but I don't know if there's anything else to it.
Is it a wooden door?
Can I will be the judge of that. Okay. Is it a
Oh my
wooden door?
God.
You know, it doesn't specify. I will say yes. It's a wooden door.
Oh, jeez.
Word.
To be honest with you, Tia, I haven't picked a lock in forever, and I think the only thing I could possibly do is maybe blow the door down, which is no different than Gar here
Oh, no, that's
slamming a tusk into it.
She's like, you know what? Maybe the door's fine. Let's just assume it's not trapped or anything. She laughs nervously. And I will attempt to pick the lock.
I like her positive attitude.
Yeah.
You
go
can
ahead
do
and
this,
roll,
yeah.
Roll a
Thieves'
thieves tools check.
All right.
You can do it. As I pull out my lute and I strum a little bit and give
I was going to say,
inspiration.
it's the bar
doesn't need it.
get mark inspiration of the wizard.
1 sour note.
Oh, that worked a lot better than when I did it.
Well, you keep your bardic inspiration for
Okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
As you feel the inspiration fill your body, but you do manage to unlock the door. You get the sense that when the lock has a key, and considering the nature of the house, He's probably in the house somewhere. But that doesn't stop you. You don't need keys where you are from. So you just go ahead and you begin opening the door. You look inwards to find a room, but this is all you can see when the door opens.
Is there a baby in that room?
She will peer her head and take one step inside.
Yeah. Awesome. You see that this room is a weird shape. And it has a number of doors on it.
More doors.
So... The description for this room is, this bare hall is choked with dust and cobwebs, and that's it. So you see that there are a total of 4 doors in this room, as well as a window that looks out over the balcony that led next to the master bedroom and the floor below. Is what you see.
Interesting. And I see nothing in this giant hallway. Just the doors.
Nothing at all. It's just dust. A slight damage to the floorboards from just age, but it's plain.
She will give the go signal for everyone to saying they can come on in.
Squish.
Yeah, you all managed to fit inside.
Inside the room or Gar? Because we're all on top of him right now.
I mean, shit, that depends on what you want to do.
We should all open a door at once.
At the same time. Yes, I agree.
Gar would probably be for the southern door.
What you want to do?
I go to the end door.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
go
not
for
the
it.
southern door, it's the western door.
Oh, that's true.
Is this northeastern door? Does it look any different, or is there just a dot there?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
You, Malin, as you approach, okay, so that's
I die.
the inside of the thing. Okay, yeah, you see that this door also has a lock on the outside.
Which door? Because I'm looking at 2 of them right now.
Sorry, not yours. I'm talking about Laren. This
Oh,
one
my bad.
above a Laren. Yeah, this has a lock on the outside of it. Curious, lock on the outside.
Oh,
Keeping something in.
well, so far we know that the mother didn't like the baby, so maybe she locked the baby in here.
Would make the most sense.
Well, you want to get this one?
Sure, let's give a shot, and she'll do an investigation on the door. Is this one door I'm in front of that has a lock?
Yeah.
All right, investigation. Let me
Okay.
think.
While he's doing that, I don't have to do this right away. I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the mother looked at the baby in scorn.
Yep.
And so far coming up here, the doors have been locked from the outside. Would I know if, especially given Arena's situation, if I've heard of anything that's kind of supernatural that would like mate with a live woman and then some type of cursed creature would come out like as a baby?
Yeah,
Ooh.
roll a history history check for me, because this is dealing with mythology.
Ooh, okay, that's a 16. Oh,
16.
Nope. That is a 17.
Stories of infernal deities that mate with mortals and then produce devilkin are common. Although tieflings,
They usually
are
have
one thing.
Yeah.
Tieflings, some people may frown upon a tiefling birth, although generally tieflings are just tieflings. The thing that I'm talking about specifically is more fiendish, more like hellspawn type deal. In terms of the
hellspawns.
supernatural, in things beyond life, difficult to say. Could well be. I mean, it's possible for other realms, but nothing that you've specifically heard of before that would do that.
Okay.
As a 13 on the investigation on that door.
Yeah, it's a door, and it's locked from the outside.
Oh, well, great. I'm sure it is. Tia will attempt to roll thieves' tools on the lock.
Sure, go ahead and roll these tools for you.
That is a 20.
Awesome. So while you and Lauren are taking on that door, Malin, you're taking on another door?
I'm looking at both of these doors. They both look about the same. Is there any locks on them? Anything like that?
No locks in these two.
I'm going to... I'm going to open up the... What is that? West door?
West
Yeah,
is
west
down.
door. Yeah, west is down.
Yeah, sure.
I'm used to maps all being north, south, east, and west.
I
This
know,
is
it's
messing
really-
with my
it's really
brain.
confusing. You go ahead and open this door.
Oh.
You look inwards to see
A
what
lot
is
of fucking
essentially
rocks.
A storage room. Make a
Cloth.
perception check for me.
Cloth over items.
Oh yeah, that's totally. Oh my god.
That's always a creepy
Rocks.
room.
There's rocks in the fucking house.
Guys, are
These
freaking
dumb
rocks.
motherfuckers brought boulders to the roof. You said perception, so that's 19 plus 2, 21.
Awesome. Yeah, you see that this is a storage room. It's full of like old furniture and shapes that are kind of draped in these dusted white sheets. There's an iron stove in this room, and next to the stove, right here, there appears to be a heavy trunk or like a chest, but it's more like a trunk. It's not like a typical chest.
Yeah, so it's kind of sitting lower than the rest of the stuff, and it's kind of got the elongated look to it.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that you look at it and it appears to be unlocked. Like it's not closed properly. It looks like it probably has.
Oh, so it kind of looks like it's at an angle, where it's it's draped over still, but it's kind of open a little bit. Is what you're saying,
there's no sheet on top of it. It's an open trunk, but the lid is kind of on it, but it's like resting there. It's not locked, as it were.
So there's like a small gap I can make out.
Yeah, and you look inwards in that gap, and you can see what is essentially a sheet. And with your really high perception check, you pick up it's a bed sheet of some kind. But it has like these dried reddish brown stains in it.
Oh my gosh.
And this is where the Barovian darkness comes in. I won't say much. I'll kind of slip into the room. If I notice that Alarin and Tia aren't really paying attention, they're looking at that door, I'll slip into the room.
Yeah, they're focusing on that. Do you want to go investigate the trunk, or?
I do, but at the same time, I feel like Gar's also doing something at the same time I'm doing this.
It's up to you. This is.
Yeah, I'm definitely going in the room. I'm kind of going over there to kind of investigate it. I want to know if that is blood like I think it is.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Grizz is so scared.
Man. This freaking dice is finally doing me something. 16 plus 2, 18.
Nice.
Yeah, you go ahead and just pop open the lid a little bit, and you can see inside as you sort of unwrap the bedsheet. This is human remains.
There's human remains in the trunk?
There are human remains in the trunk. The sheets are stained with blood, and the body of the victim appears to be female and has been stabbed a number of times.
I kind of look at it, I kind of sigh. I'll kind of close the trunk a little bit. And this thing next to me, is there a sheet covering that? What is that?
Yeah, there's a sheet covering that.
I kind of want to pick it up real quick, just kind of look underneath it to see what it is, and then I'm going to be making my way out the room.
Sure, yeah, it appears to be like an old rocking chair or something.
I'm going to walk out the room and close it quietly.
Okie dokes. So that's you. Gar, we'll do you next. You're looking down at this bottom room. You opening the door?
I like look behind me and see everybody else checking their doors, investigating their doors, and I think about how I want to be a good teammate to everybody and not just go rushing in. I'm going to investigate the door.
Roll investigation check.
It's a
Fuck,
7.
be calling me out, dude.
7. You know, you guys are investigating these doors, but not for anything, and you're just finding doors. Like, they're just doors.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Wood guy, do you know anything about this door?
Hold on. Let's see. That is a naughty alder door, made out of naughty alder wood.
Irina, what are we supposed to be looking for with these doors?
I don't really know. I would expect probably a trap of some kind, but
Why would the door have a trap on it?
well, I don't know.
You just lock it, and then that's what they did at the fighting ring. They just lock the door when they don't want you going in it or out of it.
Is it locked?
Try the handle.
It's not locked.
Oh, they must want us to go in here then.
Open it.
Okay, you open it, and you look inside to see. Motherfucker. You look inside to see a room with a thin bed, a nightstand, small stove. There's a writing desk, a rocking chair, and sitting on the rocking chair is kind of this small smiling like doll in a little lacy yellow dress, cobwebs on top of it. Hasn't been used in some time. It's a bedroom of some kind.
Slowly walk into this room.
Does the doll say something on it?
It might be like Gertruda's doll.
He was walking slowly, but then now kind of more excited, strides over to the doll and picks it up and looks at it.
Can I ask something as you do that? Why did we pair those two off to go in the room?
Oh, I was completely joking when I said we all take a door, by the way.
Oh, no. We could have done.
Gar,
Yes.
knowing what you know, you've just been attacked and knocked out by a specter.
Yeah.
A ghostly presence. You look over and find this smiling, creepy doll, and you say, "Yep." Walk over to it, and as your hand reaches for the doll, you pick it up.
Does it have does it have the is no fun, is no Blemsky written on it?
It does not. All it has is a number of cobwebs and dust that has seeped into the fabric.
Did you get the blicky?
Oh, sorry.
It's not Blimsky, it's no fun. I wonder if this is Rose's room, maybe? It looks dirty, though. She doesn't clean here.
Oh.
Why is her room behind a hidden door?
I do not know. Maybe she did not want to be found.
I do.
My
Is that normal for houses? Have hidden rooms for the children?
I do not know, but my father hides away to stay safe.
The tree?
Yes.
She might want her doll. If she can't come back in, should bring it with.
Okay.
Just set it on his shoulder so it's like laying over his shoulder. And I guess like generally look around the room to see if there's anything else in here that I didn't notice upon initial entry.
Not that you can see. It's just plain and old.
I wonder if Thorn's room is over there, then we should see if they found out. Stomp over there, the doll on his shoulder.
So while this has all been happening, Tia, you've been fiddling with the lock. And as you feel the click and the lock undo, you look into this room. I'm gonna lose my shit. I swear to God. You look into this room, and this is what you see. The first thing that catches your attention are the small twin child-sized beds on either side of the wall. Against them, where that wall is, there looks like there used to be a window, but it is now bricked up and completely sealed. To the left of you is a dollhouse. A very familiar dollhouse that looks like this house that you are standing in. And to the right, a chest. It's old, and it looks like it was probably well kept, closed. Not much that you can glean without going up and looking at it. Closer to the door, on your right, like in between you and it, there appears to be like a little toy windmill.
Space in front of
on
it.
its side. Yeah, it's like leaning up against the chest next to you, and then the immediate thing that comes is the two small skeletal remains that lie in the center of the floor, wearing clothes that are vaguely familiar. And if they didn't give it away at first, the small toy that is clutched in the shorter one's hand, that is identical to the toy that Thornbolt clutched outside when they asked you to come in, would give away that these are the remains of one Rose and one Thorn.
I think as soon as she opens the door and sees this, she kind of just freezes. It's almost like, like when you push a door open, your hand's just outstretched and you just don't move it. I think that kind of the pose she's in.
And I guess Alarin kind of like steps up behind her, looks in, and then I might be able to deduce that as well. The whole
Anyone who looks inside, you can. It's an obvious connection for those who have actually looked at the children. You know that the clothes are the same.
Gotcha.
Size is the same. Toys the same.
So then he'll just grab the handle and close it again if Tia's not like in the physical way of the door.
No, you can close it. Too much in shot.
Yeah, so he'll just it's not in that room. I think the children that invited us here may have been some form of specter or spirits. They were not alive.
Yeah, kind of freezes, Takes about like 5 seconds for her to say something, and she says, I kind of had my suspicions about them, but they seem genuine enough, and they're kids. So I came in here just on their whim, saying like, hey, what you look for is in here. Never. Go ahead.
One of the Vistani explained to us that if you perish in this land, that your soul is trapped here. So I wonder if this is a manifestation of that. Just kind of seeing it in action, if you will.
So, is their aim to trap us in here then? Just because they died in here?
I'm not sure. I mean, just because their soul is trapped here doesn't necessarily mean they would be malevolent, but we haven't found a baby yet. Malin,
No.
did you find anything over there?
As y'all see me stepping out, you see me sipping this flask. And I'm hearing y'all say all this. Question. Hearing them say, like, the kids might be spirits, they just found remains and all that. Would Malin be able to ascertain if that is the case? It would be a cry for something that is left undone that they want help with, or if it was possibly malicious, like, because I'm assuming I've heard some stories, but even then I don't know the actual history behind these different things.
Right. Okay, so you can make either, depending on which way you are going about this, to ascertain what's happening in the house, you can roll an Arcana check.
Because if that door was locked and they just said they found their remains, then I feel like they were trapped there and something killed them. So I don't know if they're like there because they were killed in a wrongful manner and they're kind of clinging.
Sure. So roll either Arcana or History, whichever one.
I would do
is better for you.
History.
Okay.
Thank God. That's a dirty 20. 18 on the die plus 2.
Okay.
Arcana would have been less.
So here's what you get. Real good roll. I'll say that you kind of walk up and take a glance in to really get a full.
Well, he closed the door.
Of it. We'll say that you do it real quick.
Okay.
So that it's an easier time for me to explain it.
Yeah. Sorry.
So first of all, yes, bricked up windows, locked door. The kids were trapped in here. You get that instinctively. When it comes to the corpse in the next room, weird, right? If you're gonna kill a family, you just lock them all in the same room. And you throw away the key and they wouldn't be able to leave. Why was that person stabbed, of all things? You know what I mean? When it comes to spirits, traditionally with ghosts or specters or whatever, traditionally they would know how they died, what happened to them, and that they are dead. Talking to the kids outside, they were alive, right? They thought that they were alive. And the baby, Walter, is alive. They hear him. If those are their spirits, something's not quite lining up right. Something's not clicking in a way that you think that it should. For a ghost of these kids to be around, well, they would know that they died, right? They would know, they wouldn't. That's weird. The other thing is, because the baby wasn't there, and you still don't know where he is, if anywhere, your mind does quickly flash as your eyes dart over to that dollhouse. There is so much of this house that you guys have not explored. That house, if it is a replica, it will at least give you a leg up on what to know. Where to look. Good roll.
Knowing that, I would walk into that room, remove a blanket or bed sheet, and kind of put it over the skeletons in the room, and then walk over to the dollhouse.
Yeah, you walk over to the dollhouse.
And if anyone else is doing anything, I don't want to try and hog the game here.
I will just say during this time, I didn't realize this Gar's token's too big. He would have looked at the whatever's on the desk as well to see if there's anything written there.
It's just a couple blank sheets of paper. Probably may have been used once, but has not for a long time.
Okay.
Ooh, also, I know only Malin knows, but the body in the trunk, that was like an adult-sized body, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Malin knows what it is.
So, anyone who wants to go into that room with Malin can do so.
I'm not saying anything. I just kind of glance into the room. I walk in, cover him up, and then I immediately go to the dollhouse. I'm not saying much. And I'm taking sips of my flask, like a couple of minutes. Just,
What did we
I'm not
find?
liking what I'm seeing.
And Tia will walk in behind you and start looking at the chest.
Do you leave the door open
Of course.
so everyone can see?
What did they find?
You might not want to go in there, Garfantus.
Why?
Well, I believe it is the bodies of Rose and Thorn.
I thought he'd silently push past Lauren to go in the room.
Yeah, you walk in and you see the two remains there. They're dry. They weren't killed by force necessarily. Like, they weren't stabbed, they weren't shot, they weren't anything that you can tell. To give a real look over the corpses to see maybe what killed them, I would need a medicine check from whoever wants to, if you want to.
He would have picked the cloth off that Malin put over to look at him and stare at him silently, and slowly lower it back down. He's like, you can see the sadness in his eyes, and he's like silently contemplating, and he's like trying to get the rage to boil up, but he just can't. And before I do what I'm going to do, I'll let them kind of investigate stuff.
I got a 21 as I squeeze in here.
For medicine?
Yeah, they starve to death.
They starve to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you two go ahead and investigate the chest in the house, Tia, you kind of open it up and you realize that this chest is filled with toys. It's a toy chest, a toy box. Malin, you go ahead and open the dollhouse outwards, and it is an exact replica of the house that you are in. You see next to this room that you're in, there's another, what looks to be bedroom. A couple of rooms down on the bottom floor that you missed, you see there's like a living room, a dining room, pantry next to the kitchen. As you're looking at it, Gar, looking down, sort of taking this moment to appreciate what happened here, a faint blue light begins to emanate from underneath of the sheet. As you watch as it begins to manifest into figures, humanoid, small. In this ghostly apparition, you watch as they rise right in front of you. A young girl and a young boy clutching a toy. You see the same children that you saw outside begin to rise up. And as they sort of look around, you see Rose, her eyes dart to the chest and to the dollhouse and say, "What are you doing? You shouldn't touch our things. We might need them."
Take the
If
doll.
I hear that, yeah.
I was just gonna say, he takes the doll off his shoulder and like holds it out to her.
She kind of looks up at you, and like a frown overcomes her. It's a frown that it's a look that you're used to. A look of a new weird creature that she's seeing for the first time. And she holds out her hands. They just pass through.
Hearing that, Malin would kind of turn around, see these two beings in front of him, and he'll just kind of kneel down. He'll look at them, and he'll just, like, you see this tear roll down his cheek as he just kind of stares at Thorn. And I mean, Malin doesn't know this. He'll try to put his hand on his shoulder. If it passes through, he kind of, if it doesn't, just
It does.
he'll kind of shed another tear to that, kind of look down, kind of grimace for a second. And he'll just say, he'll kind of wipe his eyes as he looks up at the boy with a smile and say, "You know, we're just trying to find your brother. We heard he was in the house and that no one's been in a while, so we wanted to make sure he was safe."
You watch as Thorn appears to be the more timid of the two, and he kind of begins to shrink up and hold that. He has a spectral toy, and clutches up to it, and you see Rose kind of look over to you instead, taking the initiative as the older of the two siblings. You're looking for Walter?
Yes, to make sure he's safe. We heard some crying coming from here, and when we investigated, it didn't seem like anyone was answering the door, and we wanted to make sure that he was well taken care for. At the request of neighbors.
Oh. I'm sorry. I think it's been a long time since we were alive.
Oh, so you are aware of that?
Yes, well, we know how this all happened. Our parents locked us in here to protect us from the monster in the basement.
Rose, you seem to be old enough to understand certain things. Would the monster have a knife by any chance?
I've never seen it. It does not sound like it is a person, though. Come. And she tries to reach out to take your hand, and it just sits right through, and she just walks. It's unfazing to her. She holds her hand out to grab yours and just walks straight forward to the dollhouse.
I'll follow her to the dollhouse. All the while, I'll be like, Rose, question, was there anything wrong with Walter, by any chance? Did something seem different about your baby brother compared to Thorn? Did anything in the family seem out of place? Not normal?
Looks over at Thorn, who is now kind of receding a little bit into himself, being left isolated in this room of strangers. And she kind of leans in close to you. Walter was never alive. He never made it.
Stillborn.
But,
I'll mumble that.
I don't think he was really our brother anyway. He didn't come from our mother.
Did he come from the handmaiden? Jodas kind of just close his eyes and kind of grit his teeth a little bit. You were going to show me something intriguing about your dollhouse.
Here. And she points over in the room that you were in with the corpse of what you now know is the nursemaid. She points to like a compartment in the wall. This is the secret door to the basement. The dollhouse does not go down that far, but well, we're scared to go down there, but I think that there may be graves for us down there. Our resting place?
Is that where you would like to be put? Because right now, and I'll kind of glance over at the blankets, or the blanket over the two skeletal corpses. There doesn't seem to be a resting place for you, sweet Rose.
I don't think I want to go down there if the monster is still there, though.
Rose, we're going to do something in this house. It's going to be quite violent. I assume you know what violence means.
She kind of looks down, and you recognize it. Although she, as a figure, does not show signs of physical abuse necessarily, outside of the starvation, there's a look of recognition there. You've seen it before. And she looks down and she nods, not saying anything.
Rose, I have another question. Your mother, did she seem angry? Before the monster showed up, was your mother present a lot, or did you not see her often before the monster appeared?
Both of our parents were around a lot. They would disappear with their friends into the basement sometimes, but they were around.
Rose, question. There appears to be a bedroom right here. As I point at the house that's in reflection to the room of the door that I did not open.
Yep.
Whose bedroom was that? Was that Walter's?
Oh, no, that's just a spare bedroom. They weren't really used very much because we were locked in here a lot, so our parents did not want us to complain and tell people of our whereabouts.
Well, we're going to go take a look in the basement to see if we can see if there's a monster down there. If you'd like, you can stay here, where it's safe. And we'll go and investigate for you.
And you promise to come back?
I promise. As I know my hand will pass through her at this point, so I try to kind of graze across her cheek, kind of put my hand on her cheek, but obviously I'm just holding my hand out like there's nothing there.
Yeah, make a persuasion check for me. This child has been abandoned. They were left to die here.
So that's a 14, but I think my persuasion. Oh, +7, baby.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're a bars.
Good, because the DC on this was really high. Understandably so. Okay, we will stay here, and when it's clear, you come back and put our bones down there.
Make sure you get a good rest.
Thank you.
Where is your mom and dad now?
I don't know. They have been gone for some time.
Okay.
Do you want the door open when we go?
She looks around and she looks back to her brother. And you see him kind of look back to her and shake his head slightly, and there is an acknowledgement of fighting there. Anyone who has a passive insight of above a 12.
Damn it. I got a 12 as my insight passive.
Even though this room is the place of their death, was the place of their abandonment, essentially torture, especially in him, you see a sense of comfort. This is his area, and he doesn't want to leave it. ultimately she looks back and says, "No, just don't lock it."
Do you want the window opened?
There is no window anymore.
I can make one.
I think it's okay, thank you.
Oh. All right. No children should be locked up.
Should we save the one in the church?
No. That was no longer a child.
Oh, what the... These are... What the fuck?
He was grown.
Oh, okay. That's all then.
Oh god.
On second thought, we're going to the church, boys.
Just to double check what the girl said as well, Lauren is just gonna kind of quietly sidestep and peek in this other room.
Yeah, you go ahead and peek in, and it does in fact appear to be a spare bedroom.
The mini black box. Up there it is.
All right, Lauren's relieved not to see like another dead body, and he'll walk back to the crew.
Yeah, you get the sense that the dollhouse is accurate.
Is anybody buying this story?
Yes.
I think the kids
Yeah.
murdered the whole family. What actually happened, and then
And
the
then they
surviving
locked them
parent. No.
both
The
somehow.
surviving parent locked them in there because they were monsters. I'm just kidding. No.
No.
That would be-
Children have to lie, except
would
for
be
the lying children outside.
Can I insect or
I
insight
think
check the
on
little
that
girl?
note, like Tia's been pretty silent. She kind of wants to just do insight as well.
Yeah, you guys can roll insight.
Cool. Oh, that's an 8. I can't do
22.
shit tonight.
22. Okay, so you Tia, first of all, the apparitions here and the apparitions outside the house, they are not the same thing.
Yeah, guard picked that up already.
These two seem to be genuine. The ones outside seem to be genuine too, but they believe different things. It's weird. You get the sense that there's not a connection there, in terms of like who's controlling them. Yeah, they appear to be telling the truth.
All right. I think she'll, on that note, probably will just silently walk out the room.
Well, let's go kill that monster and make sure they have a good rest.
So where do we have to go?
To this room.
Yep. You go to this room, and Gar, as you walk in, you see that the panel of the wall is kind of already ajar a little bit. And looking in, there is a staircase.
There we go. Can I fit in there?
Yep.
Hand waving a lot of
If
these.
you
Don't
squeeze.
feel like you have to make sure I fit in everything. I cannot fit in
No,
things.
if you don't fit in here, the whole party will die. So, yep. You can fit in
The
there.
map's
Well,
not the
that's
scale.
It's really
Just
reassuring.
jumps in, crashes through all the stairs, and we all like fall on top of it.
No way back up.
Yeah. Yeah, but you guys go down. Motherfucker. You guys go down through a number of the staircases down into the basement. Let me see, did I block this one off? Did I fog of war this shit? Hold on. I think I did.
Ooh, a new map area. We were wondering if it was just hidden on the first floor.
Yeah, let me drag you over.
God, I'm just roaming outside.
Let's do it with Grizz first, because I know that he should not have dark vision. Okay, Grizz, can you see anything on this?
I don't think you've moved the player tab over if it's on a different sheet.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I figured it out anyway.
You have to
Dynamic lighting is on this
Every
one.
once, unfortunately.
For some reason, dynamic lighting is on this, but I shouldn't be. Okay. So. Let me drag you guys over here. It will be a blank screen for
Hey.
now. I gotta get fucking Malin. You guys are so spread out. I should have prepared this earlier, but I didn't. Marching order. Who's going first?
Me.
So Gar in the front. Who's behind Gar?
I'm second
Lauren.
tank.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Gar, then Draugden.
I'm gonna say I'm really close to Draugden because Malin's got a soft spot for what the fuck's going on, so he's not about to just sit in the very back and just, you know, he's not gonna push completely forward. He's gonna let Gar do his thing, but at the same time, like if Draugden kind of gets ahead, he'll kind of just stay behind him.
Sure thing. And Tia, you're bringing up the rear with Irina, I assume?
Yep.
Where the hell is your token?
It's on the outside of, like, what, the first floor? I was trying to move there, but I didn't know where to move.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Fucking tiny ass cat. Great. So,
Ask cat.
ass cat. This is what you guys see. So it starts
Long black box.
at Malin here. And Gar, I'll give you down to right here.
Is it lighted down here?
It is not lighted down here, so you guys would need to throw up a torch if you want to do.
Light my torch.
Yeah. And when the group moves, I'll shift the others on.
If I see him pull out a torch, I'll just snap my fingers in it and light it.
Oh, yeah.
Like as he pulls out a torch, I'll just.
This motherfucker is prestidigitation. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna like use the shit out of it. That's a useful spell.
You come down and you see as the staircase comes down, it comes down and pivots off in a T-like junction shape. Up and down, basically, you see a narrow tunnel on the top side. It branches off to the left, and there is a small opening in the right as well, just before then, that you could, in theory, go into if you wanted to. And as you get down here, for a moment you guys arrive, you all begin to hear this like eerie chanting, this like ghostly echoing that seems to permeate the entire atmosphere around you. It's rhythmic. It's not in a language that you guys can hear right now because it's kind of omnipresent but faint. But you get it. It's a chant. It's chants happening down here. So, Gar, you can. I'll open this up a little bit for you, so that it's easier to see. You get the sense that there are routes down here and here. There's a route down this way, and there's a route down this way.
Route.
As well as this opens out a little bit. Which way do you want to go?
There are many paths forward. Which way should we take?
This as well.
Go toward the sound.
Can I listen to try and see which way the sound is coming from?
The sound does not appear to be coming from a direction. It's just everywhere.
There's no direction.
Good time is up.
And I take a sniff to see if I can smell a monster.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
And it's at advantage because I'm sniffing. Hey.
Sniffs north.
Sniff, sniff. Locks on, get advantage. A 22.
Okay, so the thing that you pick up on immediately is there is a smell of I don't think it's death necessarily. You get the sense that some kind of sealed old stonework is down and branching off at this first junction, right? To the technically west of you, but down. In terms of death, yeah, you get the sense that down this corridor is some foul stench, and also in this room with the bench in it, somewhere around there, you sense something that's alive, kind of slimy.
I smell slimy. He just starts walking downwards. Peek. I'm gonna take a peek at these two halls.
Okay, you take a peek at these two halls. You see that the corridor ends right there and there, and then buffs out into these two separate sections. But you do also, I mean, with your eyes alone, with the torch, you get the sense that each of these ends in a door. So I just reveal all of it.
Lots of doors this way, but I smell something further down.
Let me put you there and you there.
Borrow your nose.
He does have quite a good nose.
While you are there, Gar, looking at these doors, you get that they're not doors, they are stone slabs.
Stone slabs.
And each slab is labeled with a name.
A name? Oh, what are the names?
Okay, so top left.
Yep.
The name on that one is Rosavalda Durst. And the one beneath is Thornbolt Durst.
All right.
On your right, the top one reads Gustav Durst, and the bottom one reads Elizabeth Durst.
It's a crypt. This is where we'll have to bring the children's remains once we've cleared it out.
Coming into this room down here, big open room like that. There's a thing right there. And you also see down here, fucking reveal tool. There's fucking reveal tool? Are you fucking shitting me right now, bro? There is also an opening down here. So first and foremost, right? As you walk in, you see that this room has like this wooden table that's flanked by these two long benches in the center of the room. Moldy bones are strewn about on the dirt floor and on top of the table on plates. In the alcove to your right, it's just an alcove, is what it is. It's just an alcove. Sorry, down this way, on the right of the map. On the left of the map, that's another corridor that goes up this way, and this one is a corridor that goes to the left. With your really high perception check, from the right in that alcove, that was where the slimy thing was smelling from. Following your nose along.
Lime over there. Alarm what would smell slimy?
Can I reference my manual?
Can I give him advantage by referencing things I fought in the fighting ring?
Yeah, you're just thinking of things that are slimy. Oozes come to mind. Lots and lots of oozes. Aberrations, there are a couple of them. Monstrosities, there are a couple of them. Even beasts, snails, slugs. Lots of things are slimy.
Would this specific smell ring any bells to me?
Make a history check.
History. Gar's a big dumb idiot, so this won't go well.
Like Loxodon should get like advantage, or not advantage, they should get like proficiency in history.
Chris.
What'd you get?
3.
Nope.
And the rest of us smell it at this point.
I'll do you one better. You can take a look if you want. It's an alcove. You can go and peek and see if you can see it.
All right. Okay. Here, Garfantis. Let me just. And he's just gonna peek around the corner.
Aside.
Yeah,
Oh,
make a perception
this-
check if you would like to. That's where you're standing?
Wait, is it this one over here? Oh,
No, it's on the right. It's,
What is that where you're
oh
standing?
over here.
This is the
sorry.
outlet.
Yes, he squeezes by Garfantis and peeks his head around the corner.
Okay. So make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Let's see, that is 7.
7. You peek your head around to look upwards and down to see if you can see what it is. And you're like, I don't see it. And your head is getting a little further and further in to this alcove. It's dark. You're looking around. You don't
Wait,
see anything before.
Is it easier to see with dark vision?
With a 7? No.
Damn.
Before you feel some kind of movement above you, this faint,
Oh god.
Oh no.
and you look at something, peers down, and you see 4 octopus-like tentacles begin to unfurl to reveal a large, bony beak that just...
Oh, shit.
It's going to attack you because
Nice.
you're right there. You still have mage armor up, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one hits. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's good.
For 7 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And the second one is a 13 to hit, so it does not. You watch as the body unfurled and the tentacles begin to try and grab you, but instead just end up batting your head, essentially. It might have given you a mild concussion, but that's about it. Why doesn't everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me?
So also, as this thing attacks me, now do I have a better idea of what it is?
Make a history check to see if you've,
Okay.
if you've heard one of these things before.
Uncle Grail.
Alright, so that is a 15.
15. Leech-like entities are rare-ish. This one, not so much. Not much of a predator. This is called a grick.
I got a
It's a
16
grick and it's
equal-
disgusting, everyone. Man, let's see what my initiative is.
Yeah, the grill is the brain thing.
Yeah.
Initiative for it. Oh, good.
that is
But it has
15.
tentacles in the beak as well. So
Yeah.
Oh, is that the thing that's in Lost Mine? In
Yeah.
the Cragmaw Castle?
Yes, it is. So, 20 to 15.
I got a 16.
sorry. I got a 18.
We're going to use this initiative for the rest of the basement, by the way.
Oh, no!
This is the end of it.
Malin got a 16. 15 to 10.
12.
I got a 12. 10 to 5. Oh, really?
What did our rogue get?
Yeah, what is
Well,
the...
you said 15 to 20. I got 21.
Ah, see,
Ouch.
good point.
Oh,
See,
got
that's where
him.
you messed up.
Fucking wrecked him.
Genji got a 21. Grizz got a 18. I got a 16.
The girl for Arena as well, who is here. She's just not here. Malin, what'd you get? Oh, sorry, not Malin. Lauren, what'd you get?
Oh, 15.
A 15 for Lauren. Good shit, dude. So, top of the round. Tia, you're far away. All you hear is... Ah! And that's it.
Oh, that sounded...
Yeah, that's
think-
what Malin sounds like.
See, it's perfectly normal. But hearing that, she is going to rush probably. So, if I draw my short bow, and if I were to say like shoot from here, would the table get in the way?
For you to get a clear shot on this, you would need to come all the way down into this room and probably stand somewhere like here.
That makes sense.
Which you can do, you know, you can move through
Yeah.
with your allies.
Let's see if yeah, okay. So she'll run down here. And do I have line of sight on this creature? I
You
assume?
do have line of sight on it now that it's revealed itself, you do.
All right. Yeah, I will roll to hit it then with my short bow.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
I do not have sneak attack, correct?
You don't have advantage. You will have sneak attack if you hit, because allowance within 5 feet.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. All right. Wow, that's an 11.
11 misses. You knock the arrow back and you shoot, and it just off the stonework.
Fun. On
Anything
that
else on your
note,
turn?
She will attempt to hide.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your stealth check. Give me one.
18.
Get the go real quick.
Da 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 da.
How about that airplane food?
What's the deal?
Meyore. Oh,
Okay. Stealth check. 18.
Yes.
You duck back behind the bench, feeling fairly hidden yourself. And that concludes your turn. Following Tia, it's now Drowden's go.
oh, I was not gonna do something, but then now actually no, there's not enough space. I don't think. Yeah. Man, all these maps have been too small for me to do any of my cool stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm just going to. I don't want to block Gars from being able to attack. I don't think I have anything ranged though. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go in. Screw it. I'll run up, past and in. Would I be able to get a swing from the corner or no? Like if I was here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If that's the case, the claws come out again. These like wooden claws come out of the ends of my fingers, and I rake at this thing. For a 17.
17 hits.
And that will be 5 acid damage.
5 acid damage. Yes, awesome. As you go ahead and pull your claws back and just rake them across the side of this worm-like creature, leaving small lacerations that drip with this impossible to tell color. Oh no, you got light spell. With this greenish, almost blood that just drips out onto the ground.
That's my
Yeah.
turn.
Anything else on your turn? Great. So following Drowden, Malin, you are up.
Malin, hearing all this commotion, he'll run up over here behind Gar, and he'll see this creature. One has the better opportunity here. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm still gonna do it. I will do Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
As I see this creature, and I'll say something stupid like, "You think you're beautiful, but you're honestly a Grick, and we all know, all of us here know that you just look like shit." And there you go.
That is a 12.
Yeah, that fails.
Go ahead and roll
Uh-oh.
damage. As you lace your insult, you almost feel it go. "Oh." It was so
Not feeling
happy to be
himself right
considered
now, you
beautiful.
know. That's a 4. Just a 4. 4 psychic damage,
4 psychic damage, yeah.
and he's got disadvantage.
You know, as far as bricks go, this is not the ugliest one, but you've just hurt its feelings.
Yeah, well, fuck its feelings.
Great. So
I'm worried about 2 dead kids right now, Equa.
following Malin's go, unless you have bonus action.
I don't. My barn. No.
So following Malin,
Yeah.
Alarin, you are up.
Okay, so. Alright, that's what I thought. Yeah, so Lauren's just gonna like roll out behind this corner, say, hopefully this is a little easier to see, Garfantis, as he casts Burning Hands directly at this thing, like trying to light up this whole alcove.
This is a dex save?
It is a dex save, yes.
I'm going to give it
is
disadvantage on this because you are funneling an entire spell into one 5-foot alcove. So it just makes sense to me. Yeah, roll natural 1, so yeah.
Nice. Alright, so then that is. So that is. That 9 for fire damage.
9 points of fire damage as it writhes in pain there. Parts of its body catching a light and illuminating the space, and the form even more. It squeals this high-pitched squeal and just fucking is desperately squirming, essentially.
Nice. And yeah, after he pops that off, he just kind of rolls back on the wall.
Yes, sir. Following Alarin's turn, Gar.
Will you
It's
determine if I have reach or not?
Nope, you don't.
Okay, well, I guess I'm javelin it because I can't step in that space.
You can step into the space and move back. You just can't end your turn on
I
the
would
allied
get
space.
attacked then.
That's true.
So I'm just gonna javelin.
Yeah, you would get a.
Not wrong.
8. That's why I didn't step in the space, because if I missed, then I'd just get hit for no reason.
Yeah, the javelin just buries itself into the dirt behind it. No impact at all.
Well, it's
Anything
not
else from you?
Nope.
It's now the Grix go.
Oh no.
It just saw Malin retreat. Does it want to go after something that can do so much damage to it? We'll roll an intelligence check to see if it can figure it out.
You mean Lauren retreated?
Yes. Its intelligence is -4, so it does not want to fuck with you. So it's instead going to go for Drowden. At disadvantage on its attack.
Yee.
Misses. As the tentacles come out, and since they do not hit, it cannot make its second attack.
Nice.
So it spends its turn kind of slipping off of the ceiling where it was hanging from, and it begins trying to squirm its way out and flee. It can't. I'm not going to say it's not going to be able to move diagonal through people, so it's just burying itself into you guys even more. Yeah, that's its turn. Following that is Arena, nothing. And then Tia, you are up again.
Alright, now that she actually has a good look at it, is it possible to roll some type of knowledge check to see what it's vulnerable to?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh my days, that is a 10.
All the magic that it's been hit with so far has dealt damage to it.
I'm sure it has. Can I still attack it?
Yes, you can.
Alright, well, she will step out of hide and attempt to shoot another shot. 15.
15 hits, just.
Alright. So, now I now have to click this. Or it's 4 sneak and 6 piercing for a total of 10.
Total of 10. Yeah, you go ahead and loose the arrow into this thing and it impacts it in the side. Your attack does not seem to do as much as you thought it would.
DR. Alright. On that note, Tia will attempt to hide again.
Sure, go ahead and roll your stealth check.
18. Again.
18's pretty good. Draugen, this thing is looking real rough right now.
I'm giving it the claws. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Hell
So
yeah.
8
Nice.
plus 6. Whatever
8
that
plus
mathematically
6
is.
14. How would you like to do this?
Yes. It tried to attack me, right, last? Or
It did.
so it was biting at me. This arrow comes in from Tia. And then it reels back from being hit from the arrow, and that's when I find my opportunity. I just reach in and rip a chunk out, and the acid begins to like melt away parts of its flesh.
Yeah, awesome. You just saw this thing try and latch onto your head with its tentacles, and you saw the beak like snapping forward as it was coming towards you. Thankfully dodging out of the way and seeing it now begin to panic. In the state of being on fire and very damaged, you kind of take a step back and look for that same place that you managed to get your claws across it earlier. And seeing where the acid has begun to tear away at the flesh, you just jam your hand straight in, pushing past and through muscle and sinew and tissue until you find part of the bones that make up this creature. And you grab it in your hand and snap it and pull out, and you are now holding one of its ribs, as there is now a pool of acid that is bubbling out of the wound that you just left. It is very dead.
It is dead.
Well, no standing in front for me anymore.
So, as you all regroup from this encounter, not too bad. I think this is where we're going to go ahead and take our break for the evening. So, we'll be back here in 5 or 10 minutes to continue the story, so go get snacks and go pee and whatever, and we'll be back here in a minute. Bye bye, everybody. Welcome back. So, you guys now recovering from your encounter with this nasty Grick. You are sitting in this dining hall surrounded by bones. Which direction would you like to go?
There's a lot of bones down here.
To
Just
the right.
They're everywhere.
No. It seems a little odd that there's so many bones in this house.
The girl said that their mom would bring her friends down here. Did she ever say they'd come back up?
Oh, she didn't. And I take it these are some of the friends.
Possibly.
Oh my god. Oh my you.
Yes.
That chanting we hear. The ghost children didn't remember meeting us outside. What if...
Does the chanting sound feminine or like a man?
Make a perception check for me.
All right.
Masculine is the word you're
Masculine,
looking
yeah, I
for.
can.
And his face, it looked like a man. Great Mad TV sketch.
12?
So, not only does it sound feminine and masculine, like a chorus of voices, but it also appears to... You kind of get a direction from it. Down... I'm just going to reveal this. This compass at the top right here.
It's on the GM layer.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I see the outline where it's supposed to be. There it
There
is.
it is.
So, in a southwestern direction, I want to say, is where it comes from.
What if the mother and father are creating these illusions outside, luring people in for their death to feed to
lying.
their
It's north.
child?
Oh, like up here.
It's like this way as opposed
Oh.
to this way.
Northeast. Northeast.
East.
Well, whichever it is, we should stop it.
Oh. What's that?
This is the beast they
Yeah,
mentioned?
that's what I was gonna ask. Is this the monster they were talking about?
I do not know.
Maybe. Well, the chanting doesn't sound like a good thing, so maybe we should take care of that as well. We also still haven't found the bodies of these parents, if they're alive as well.
I think They are feeding the monster.
You did find or Gar noticed their crypts. You did not investigate the crypts to confirm.
Ooh.
I think.
Could we have seen it as we walked in?
They were behind like stone slabs. You could move the slabs and you could try and, you know where they are. They're over here. Over here. You can try and reveal them if you would like to.
Sure, Tia will give it a shot. She'll mosey on over.
All of 1.5 foot of her.
So the top slab reads Gustav and the bottom one reads Elizabeth. Which one do you want to try and open?
Let's go for Elizabeth.
Okay, you've got a crowbar, so I'll give you advantage on your athletics check to pry the stone slab away.
Oh, you're mean.
That's what
Alright.
it says, bro.
Rolling. Yeah, I mean, 4?
9.
4.
Advantage.
9. Wow.
Budging.
It's
Garfield,
I'll go.
you think you could help her?
Yeah, I'll
Please.
go help.
Oh, Malin's got it.
Oh,
Malin,
Okay.
roll athletics with advantage with the crowbar.
okay, let's fucking do this. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Advantage.
You're
or something.
stealing shoes from a dead person.
Yes. Yeah, so that is that's a 13.
Neither of you are getting it.
I
anywhere.
will go do it.
Oh, I was
ahead,
gonna
roll.
help, and then Malin said he was doing it,
I got it.
so... Now Oz got it,
Oh,
so...
actually, I did roll well. 17.
You're doing hers or his?
Whatever one the crowbar's at. His, I guess.
Okay, so his is the top one, so swap yourself with Malin.
Oh, no.
How about we all do it?
I take it back.
You look inwards to see a small chamber containing an empty coffin.
Is a coffin stone like it looks like in that picture, or is it wood?
It is stone, I will say.
How
It's okay.
tacky.
It's empty though. Okay.
It's
It
empty.
is empty.
Maybe check the mothers as well.
That's a good idea.
You wouldn't want
Roll your
this
athletics
to
check.
be wood.
Question,
Because
Dad.
it's accessible, it would rot.
What do you mean by tacky?
Wood. It's stone.
It's a 6. I didn't roll well. Wait, is it with advantage with the crowbar though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's also a 17.
a 17. Okay.
be nice.
You pry the stone slab away, and you look into the coffin and see it empty except for a roiling swarm of these bright red centipedes that are just swarming over each other, and they see you and they go straight towards you. I'm gonna roll initiative for the swarm of centipedes.
Damn it.
Yep.
You had to go sticking your nose and stuff. Your lack of a nose.
As he's being eaten alive. What do you mean by tacky? No.
Okay, top of the round. Tia, you're up.
Are they in his square or are they in like the room with the crib?
They are about to move. They're moving towards him, but they're still in the room. So if you want to act quickly, you can try and shut the door. I forgot to reveal it.
Jesus.
Fucking reveal tool, I swear to God.
Alright, give it a shot.
Reveal tool than anything.
Did they get a surprise round on me?
No, because you weren't
Oh, okay.
necessarily
Cool.
going into the space. You're just opening the door.
Alright.
They also wasn't necessarily waiting for you.
Wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm botting out. Hold on. Wait a minute.
He's going into the void.
Otherwise, moving that way.
going?
There we go. Alright, I'll attempt to close the door. So what check do I need to make on it?
He's got the crowbar, so you're gonna make a straight athletics check.
Yes, man. Come on, Tia. You can do it. 5.
Nothing.
Come on, man.
That's your action. You've got bonus and movement. Anything at all?
Let's see, because I only have my bow out, so I think with that, she's probably just gonna move around the corner where Malin is.
Cool.
And yeah, just end it if I can move my character. Alright. Well, that'll be it.
Alright, Drogden. You see this swarm of insects begin to bubble over the sides of the coffin and swarm towards you.
I'm going to, would the crowbar help me to close this, does it seem like?
Nope, because you're closing, you're not opening.
I'll still go for the close.
Straight roll.
Nat 20.
Oh, thank God.
You close it, sealing them inside. Thank God.
Sorry to disturb your slumber.
Alright,
Oh,
so
so she was in there?
No centipedes.
Oh.
lots
Okay.
and lots of centipedes. And also, I am not opening any more crypts. I can't close them, let alone even open them. So I'm voting we don't do this anymore.
They do say don't open what you can't close.
Exactly.
I think that they are still down here, feeding the beast.
Or they were fed to it.
Maybe.
I'm sure if we find the source of the, well, I know we're hearing it all around us, but if we can figure out what's causing us to hear those voices, that might take care of things. And he's also going to take out his little knife and cut off one of the tentacles of the Grick and hand it to Garfantis as he's saying this.
Sure.
Into Ilharn's bags.
Go ahead, Alara, and make me a survival check, because this is not a hunting knife, this is just a knife.
Yeah.
That's not a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Good. 10.
It's not a clean cut at all, but you get a tentacle about that big.
Nice. I'll have to examine that later.
We'll put it with the others.
Do we want to go that way?
Pointing west,
Or that way?
pointing north.
I'll smell again.
Yeah, roll perception.
That's a nat 20 for a 23.
Definitely strong scent of death and decay coming from the western direction, which is down here. I'm on GM layer, which is down here. And it's close-ish, honestly.
Death to the west. I don't know if that means that's where we want to go. I
Might
assume the monster might smell of death, though.
where, or where it eats its mirrors. Let us go.
Boom, boom. I am
Okay.
in the darkness. I don't know where to place myself because I can't see.
Leave yourself right there for me.
Let's see.
Step on the
also,
cat. No, I'm kidding.
Would you say
I'm dead.
a lantern is less than 10 pounds? And less than 3 feet on a side?
Oh, my cat's 10 pounds.
you
Yeah, it's less than 10 pounds.
Are you asking if Mage Hand can hold it?
Well, no, I kind of forgot I was a conjuration wizard and I could literally just conjure up a lantern if I wanted to for everyone.
Oh, yeah, a lantern's less than 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to do that.
I mean, I don't know how the DM's going to rule it, but
Yeah, less than 10 pounds.
Cool. So, yeah, he'll conjure that up and hand it to Garfantis so Garfantis can see a little better.
Okay,
I'll have
so
a torch and a
Torch.
lantern.
Gar, coming down into this corridor, essentially. You see that it branches off to your right, and on your right it goes up and down. And you begin to look to your left and to your down, and you can just kind of make out where the corridors go. But immediately intercepting you as you come in are 3 zombie-like figures of grey skin and stretched apart mouths, their pale blue blinking eyes looking back at you as you have walked directly into their spaces.
I had a torch. How did I do that?
I'll roll initiative for them. Let me bring the thingy back up.
Them ghouls.
Friends.
Ghouls would be correct. Okay, so top of the round, Tia, it is you again.
All right. I have line of sight for sure, unless Gar's blocking that hallway. I don't know how small that is.
The hallway itself, there is a line, like a wall, that is right here.
Oh, shoot. So he is blocking it. Dang it. All right. Well. Oh, this is bad.
Drabin, you're on deck.
Alright. So, if I had to be precise about where Gar is he on that square?
Gar is technically, I will say...
here-ish, because I wouldn't be through the wall.
He would be like right here on this
Right there,
square, I
okay.
would say.
Perfect.
What the fuck you saying, Meyore?
Right.
Shut up, dude. No, I moved the wrong one.
Oh my God! Area 38. Write that down. Write that down.
So I think what I'm gonna do here is Teal will move essentially right here. It's like 10 feet. And don't hate me for this, guys, but I am going to, because ghouls don't fly, right? They don't.
You don't know.
They
You
should.
don't know.
I can see them right there.
They don't appear to have wings.
All right. Well, I'm assuming they're walking. So I'm going to attempt to throw ball bearings at least on this square if I can.
They can teleport into extra-dimensional spaces.
You are emptying the bag of ball bearings. Great.
I am.
Are you dumping the whole thing?
How many can I dump at once?
All of them, if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you dump your bag of ball bearings outwards and into this direction. I will say it's a cool idea. I'm going to give you this this area right about here is now covered in ball bearings, and any creature attempting to move across that space will have to make a dex check.
All right.
So that's your action to do so. Then you
that's
got your
my
bonus action.
Bonus action. Hang on, I'm trying to bring my thing so I can click off my ball bearings on the sheet. I will hide. I'll move back and hide.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll your stealth check.
Alrighty.
Draugden.
20.
20 is pretty good.
Can I squeeze past Gar at all?
Yes, you can.
Would I? Do I think? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do then. I kind of shimmy past Gar and like under his legs, and poke out the other side of him. I just realized that other one's under Gar, and I didn't see that, but Drogden wouldn't have seen it. So, I will see that the one. I'll attack the one that's to the west, actually, with a claw.
So, first of all, make a dex check.
Yeah. Ooh, not great. It's a 7.
You go sliding into the feet of this creature. Mechanically, you're still where you are because you kind of hit it, but you are prone.
Oh my god.
I
Why
stand
did I
up.
expect you to run in?
So you move 5, 10, 15, 20. You move 20 feet to get there.
Wait, so I have 35 movement because you wouldn't give me dark vision.
Oh, yeah. So you can stand
I'll
up.
stand up. Urgh. And then I'll go for my claw, primary savagery. Won't even matter if it hits because I rolled 1 damage. So, but it's a fuck. What is that? It's a 15. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought it was.
15 hits.
For 1
Absolutely.
acid damage.
1 point of damage on this one. You kind of catch it as you're falling. You go and try and rake across its form with your claws, and you just, as you're slipping around, you just whoop, nick it on the chin. Very little damage.
I can't end my turn in the same space, so...
No, so you just get shunted out to the right.
Sorry, I gotta move him really quick. All right.
So you end up there.
Yeah, so like I feel like I go for the attack, but it's so crowded, and here Gar kind of bumps me, and I push out to that side spot. But if he wants that one technically could take an attack of opportunity on me.
Because you were forced out unwillingly, it is not going to get an attack of opportunity.
Technicality, I win. Nice.
Yes, sir. So following you, Malin, it's your go.
Malin does not know what to do in this situation. Because I can't move without being forced out into a particular direction multiple ways. So...
You're welcome.
Yes, this elephant in the way.
You could go first if you wanted.
Yeah, no. Shit. You know what? I feel like this is a waste for this combat, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I hear some crazy shit going up ahead. I'm gonna be like, what's going on up there?
Monsters.
Like these weird zombie looking things.
Oh, well,
It's
it is
a lot more uglier.
concentration. Okay, so with that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just like, well, I think you might have this, big guy, as I clap him on the back. He's a tall creature, so maybe I clap his ass cheek. I don't know. Iron cast heroism. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened or gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier, which is 5. Let's see. At the start of each of its... Wow. Hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell.
So 10 hit points don't stack, they just replace.
Yeah, they just... But what I'm getting at is if he gets hit, it just... Boop, there you go, 5 more, baby.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
So that's what I'll do.
Okay, so Malin, that's your go. Following Malin, Alarin. The corridor ahead of you is pretty crowded. There is a corridor to your right as well, should you try and go down it, but you don't know where it leads.
I'll see if there's a way I can help.
Don't die.
Over here.
Oh gosh.
Okay, you look over there, and you look down and you see this comes out into another room down here, but also it loops around, it seems.
Okay, yeah, so he will go down there. So I have like 5 feet left after this, right?
Yeah, 5 feet left.
Okay. Okay, he'll just use the rest of his action to dash.
Sure.
Up there.
What's your passive perception for me?
Oh boy. That is 11.
11. You fall right here
There.
into a pit of hidden spikes.
Oh shit! Alarm, you're
no.
about to die.
He was just
You-
like, there might be a path around into some
There might.
spikes.
So you fall there. You
Got him.
take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Here comes the piercing.
Really.
Yeah, and enough piercing to knock you unconscious.
Oh no!
So Malin, you hear it. Lauren says, "I'm going to try and be of help." Some form of splatting occurs in the next corridor, and he doesn't appear to make noise outside of that. So you're on death saves. Which
Hey,
you don't do
Meyore,
one done.
I know we were all joking about dying, but like
dead.
we wasn't being serious.
Really, this is
Cool. So following Alaran's go, Gar, it's your turn.
I'll swing on the one in front of me.
Is it the one adjacent to Dragon or the
Oh,
one?
hell. The one, because technically I'm like up here, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
not through the wall to be able to see that one. So
Yeah, you kind of, you squeeze
I'll
it in
go
space.
at this guy, but I'm gonna probably miss. Actually, I don't know. I don't know their AC. 13.
13 hits.
Woo, baby boy, that modifier. For a big 9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning damage. Yes, amazing. As you go ahead and whack that flail around.
And that is everything I can unfortunately do.
He takes a decent hit. He's looking fairly rough right now.
Fairly. Oh,
Okay.
fairly.
Following that, it's their go. This one moves up.
Get away from me, you ugly bastards.
You see a fourth come around this corridor.
Oh fuck!
what?
We're
Those
dead.
two are gonna roll dex checks. The one on the right rolled natural 20, so he stays up, and the other one gets knocked prone. I mean, he didn't move very far, but I'm just gonna keep him prone anyway because I feel like they're not very smart. So he's knocked over, and the two that are next to you, Gar, are going to attack you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think they're both just gonna swing at you because you're a big creature, and I don't think they're really focused on biting you. So
Take a nibble.
let's do my shitty dice for this. One did get a natural 20,
Yay!
but the other one does miss.
Oh.
So the one that hits you, you take 8 points of slashing damage,
Oh, that's not bad. Hey, is there an after effect?
and I would like you to make a Constitution saving
There
throw.
it is. That's an 18.
You succeed. You feel some kind of poison impact into your bloodstream. And you have been around these sorts of poisons enough to know what a paralytic agent would do. This is that. But because this corridor
Sure
is blocked,
hope Elorn didn't go get himself killed so he can help us.
because this corridor is blocked, that's all they can do. It's now Irina's go. I'm gonna see if she can roll to hear Alaran fucking die. Yeah, great. So she's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20,
And die
25,
herself.
30.
Falls in another hole.
She has a movement speed of 30. She needs her action to dash.
And they can stare at him in the hole.
Yeah. I will be nice here, and I will see. Since she's still got movement, I'll see if she can.
You know,
like,
I'll say
take him out.
if she went diagonal on some of those, she could have spent 30 foot getting to where she's at.
Sure, that's what she'll do. So she's gonna roll a medicine check.
I'm just
see if she can
saying.
stabilize Alaran. Okay. What's
5,
medicine's
10,
intelligence,
15,
sorry?
20, 25, 30.
It's weird when there's walls to go down.
I know.
Yeah, it's-
I know, I'm just being a
I
shithead.
don't want you guys to die. Medicine's intelligence. Someone remind me.
yeah, it's intelligence.
Kill Lauren.
it's
He
wisdom.
did something.
No, it's wisdom. I'm
It's
an
wisdom.
idiot. Sorry.
It's wisdom.
I have no intelligence. It's a
That's
wisdom.
better. That is better. That makes it a 10.
That stabilizes, baby.
You are stabilized using her action, but she can't move anymore. So you're not on death save.
Arena dies.
Good job.
Don't worry, Malin will go over there and push her on top of you and dig you deeper into the spikes.
Okay. Top of the round. Tia. You begin to get a sense of what's happening. The corridor is being clogged where Gar is, and the ghouls cannot progress further past. With your rogue cunning, you get the sense if you can find something to clog that entryway, they won't be able to get to you guys.
An elephant.
Yeah.
Something to clog it.
Yeah.
Hold the
if you
door.
find if you
Hold the
find
door.
some way to insert an object, let's say, this is a real big DM help for you guys, huh?
You're asking this
right
from a
there?
cat. So,
Then in
table?
theory, they wouldn't be able to get
I was
past.
thinking either table or the crypt, but the crypt's too far, so.
Just,
I was
you
thinking
know,
the elephant.
walk.
Well, that's already happening.
Or you can
God,
say,
just stay there. We'll be right
All
back.
right. Just biting me.
stay and fight them if you want. It's up to you.
Alright, well. How do I want to say this? Who's after me in the initiative?
That's me.
Yes.
Okay. And then it's Malin.
The ghouls don't go until after Gar.
Okay.
So it's all of your group, and then the ghouls, and then Arena.
Alright, so she will yell, essentially come out high to Gar, Malin, and hopefully saying, it's like, we need to clock the hallway
I am.
with something that can't die or that's already dead.
What about that bench from before?
The table, yes.
If you
I
can
need help
get it to me,
I need help moving it.
I'm a little busy.
So she looks to Malin.
Pushing ghouls into the ground.
So
She
you
looks to Malin.
If this is the plan that you're going for, you can offer the help action to give someone advantage on their check to do this, by the way.
Alright, well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, Malin, you hear Tia mention to you that this table plan is an option. Yeah, you still have your bonus action movement if you want it, but I don't know if
No.
there's much you want to do.
No.
So following that, Drowden.
okay? Just looking at one really quick. Have any of them taken damage this turn?
Yeah, this one down here has taken a decent amount of damage. He's looking
This
rusty.
round
Not this turn.
This round, I mean.
Yeah.
Not since the top of the round, because Tia's the only one that goes before you.
Oh, one time. Okay. I see. Anyways, that didn't matter. Okay. So Drogden is gonna look around the corner, and he's going to start. It's not quite casting a spell, but it's he's calling upon the Great You to help corrupt the land beneath these monsters' feet, as like these spores kind of come up and like the ground gets kind of like mushy and their feet start to sink in. Maybe some vines kind of grow and grab at their legs. And then I'm going to rake out a claw at the closest one.
So what feature is this that you are using?
This is Defile Ground.
Defile ground.
It makes it difficult terrain, and they also take an extra 1d4 necrotic damage if they haven't been hit yet this turn.
Got you.
So that's a 18 to hit for 9 acid, 2 necrotic.
9 acid, 2 necrotic for a total of 11 points of damage. Yeah, as you do so, unleashing your attack, this ghoul in front of you is barely standing right now.
It's almost dead.
Anything else?
I know they were talking about the table plan. It's just, I feel like my only option would be to go the other way that I don't know where it goes, technically, from my character. I can't see the hall under cars, so I don't know what that looks like.
Well, surely Irina would have said something, right? If she's down the hallway.
Yeah, you heard her go down there and kind of curse, I'll say, under her breath before, some movement.
I'll look to
she's
Gar, like, as if wondering if that's the plan we're going to go with. Does it look like Gar is, like, getting ready to move out back?
He's under the impression that if he moves backwards to get the table, they're just going to move in on him. Even though, like, mechanically, you can move back and come back in at the same point. But I'm not going to do that because that's weird.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah.
But I will, if the table can get to me, I will put it in place.
Okay. So... But you could only block off one of those corridors with the table.
I'll point out, the table does not have to be in your square. You can push it as an action.
Yeah, because what he's saying is we can block this.
Okay. If that's the case...
I don't know where I went. I put myself off the screen.
I'll grab you.
Thank you.
I feel like we can kill him.
If you want to try, you can try.
But, I'll move out. I'm gonna take attacks of opportunity so bad though if I do. I'm a hold there.
You would only take one attack of opportunity.
Really?
Yeah, because that one's not close enough.
This
one's not close enough.
What?
Yeah, but you're here. There's a space in between.
Right, so I would move here and then here and then here.
Oh, you're you're running that way. We thought you were back.
Well, because like it doesn't. Now my character's lost. God. These maps are so small. Sorry.
I know.
My problem being is Drogden doesn't know that I can loop around this way. Like we do, but he doesn't.
I mean, you heard Irina back there, so you get the sense that she's there somewhere.
Okay. If that's the case, I will as Drogden, I will run this way just to get a peek first.
Okay, so you get one attack of opportunity from this ghoul. Which is with the claws. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And as it rakes its claws across your midsection and you see this agent come across, no effect on you. No need to make the save. So you move back.
I see what's going on. What's she doing?
She is pretty much attempting to pick Alarin up out of this pit.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up and I guess I would, eventually go to help, but like I don't have any more actions, so.
Sure. Okay, so that's your go. Malin, it's your turn.
I guess I'll get behind this table and try to push it over to Gar.
Sure, yeah. Make an athletics check with advantage because Tia's helping you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Interesting. I'm glad I have advantage. I rolled a 2 on one of those, but a 15 on the other one, so 16.
Oof.
Yeah, you almost surprise yourself, Malin, with the rush of adrenaline coming through as you sort of get underneath the bench from one side and just push the table up and over. Bits of silverware and plates with bones on them just go scattering across the floor, and you begin shoving it down to the point where I'll say the table is now right here, and all it will take is for Gar to pull back and shove it in between him and them. Great.
I use all my actions for that.
Alaran, you get nothing because you're unconscious. Gar, it's now your turn.
Try to pull that table into place.
Make an athletics check for me.
If I roll bad, and this is the only thing Gar can do, I'm gonna walk away from my PC. Oh, thank God! It's a 25.
Oh,
Good
man.
vibe. Okay, so how are you positioning yourself to get this table around? Are you moving back up to where Malin is, or are you staying there? What are you
Okay,
doing?
we're doing a weird thing where I'm like in a weird space. Yeah, I'd like move as I'm like using my trunk and my one hand as I'm holding them back with the other, move it into place and then push it up against them across that pathway. Where's my little drawer? Where's my little drawer? Right here.
Sure.
And like
So-
smash it so it wedges in place.
Yeah. Okay, so one of them is going to get attack opportunity against you, but it's going to be with cover of some sort. We'll see how well it rolls, because you're basically sequestering yourself behind the table as you move. Yeah, you rolled a natural 9, so absolutely does not go. As you shift the table in between you, you begin to hear pounding on the wood. You don't know exactly how long it will hold for, but for the moment, they're not within reach of you.
It's not gonna hold forever. We gotta figure out what we're doing down here.
It gives us better time to get our bearings. No pun intended.
Have to figure out a way to get rid of them at some point. If we're gonna get those remains down here.
So, Drowden and Arena can hoist Malin out of the pit, or hoist Alaran out of the pit together. No check required for that because you guys are working in tandem.
Is he dead?
I don't think so. He just seems to be sleeping.
Puncture wounds in his body.
Okay. Go have a nice night.
Do you,
Drop him.
Do you think that maybe you should heal him to bring him back?
I cannot do this.
I see.
I'm the one, I think, with the healing spell left.
Help me bring him to Malin.
Okay.
You don't know that.
Let's bring him this way instead then. And she
He
begins
makes
backing
me
up.
feel good inside.
I did say last session that I had the ability to heal.
Yeah, I thought so.
So she
I have one
begins
spell slot left.
dragging him essentially out this way.
I will
The
jump
trap
over
now known to everyone. Malin, the wizard is unconscious again.
Oh God, what did he do?
He fell in a pit.
We need him.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
Just holding the table in place.
I'm going to look at him. He's stabilized. Well, I mean, if we give him a couple of hours, I'm sure he'll.
We don't have that time.
I could use
I'll
some
sit there.
rest.
Gar, you can look over the table. You are that tall, and you can see the ghouls there. If you want to just start swinging at them, I will allow that. Surely because of your height.
One was really weak, so you might as well.
Yeah, I'll
quick
try and
question
bob
before he
that
does
one. That was really weak.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll your attack.
So as he's doing that, I have a
16 should
question.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
Had a
So-
Points
94.
damage.
This square here, and half that square.
Yeah.
I've heard you can sometimes you'll be able to pick up back your ball bearings. Will I be able to do that? At least
How
on
much-
this square and that half square?
How much time do you want to spend picking up ball bearings?
How much time do I think it will take?
To pick them all up one by one, depends on how well you roll. Could take 2 minutes. It could take 15.
There's
Climb
a
up here and
push
take
broom.
a shot at one of them.
There's a push broom in the corner. Just grab that.
Oh man. Alright, well, skip that then.
I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups.
Sound like a drunk cartoon character.
It happens with these pouches.
So, how much healing did Alarin get? Remind me.
I never said I did anything.
Oh, okay.
No, I did. I was just trying to kind of RP it. God damn it. Okay. Don't, motherfucker. God damn it. I'll reach down. Yeah. I'll reach down and whisper something in his gas ceiling word.
Just hiccup in his ear.
Yeah. He leans down and tries to come up with something eloquent and remarkable to lift the spirits and get Alarin up. And Alarin, as you're coming back to consciousness, all you hear is, and that's it.
I hate everyone except for Genji right now. God damn.
Go ahead and roll your healing, Malin.
I'm trying. Seven
7 points of healing to Alarin.
Thank you, Malin.
8. Sorry, my bad. I can't count.
Oh.
Thank you a lot.
3 plus 5 is 8.
I'm going to roll a constitution check for the table.
Oh.
We all die.
I rolled natural 19. It's good for now.
Noise.
I can't hold him here forever. Does anybody want to come help with this?
Wait, you need. Why did. Stupid table.
Come back
But
around.
it's made of wood.
Oh, wait, are we like out of initiative for the moment, or?
You're out of initiative until that table breaks.
Okay, I'm gonna run up behind Gar and start trying to pop off fire. Is he like
Climb up my back and
here
shoot
or
over the
here?
top.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
trying to do.
yeah. Wait, can I fit on top of him between the ceiling?
Is it possible to do a totem of all three of us?
Trinity limit.
Roll acrobatics, Alarin,
Okay.
He falls and
thank God
dies
you said
again.
to see if it's physically possible for you
I
to.
basically sneeze and I die. Acrobatics. So that is dirty 20.
And you, Gar, roll athletics. Because you are now focusing on holding the table and holding him.
11.
You begin to essentially buckle down. You're holding the table there because you are physically wedging yourself in between it and the wall. And it's staying strong. Alarin is now descending to the point where he's the only one who can get attacks off on these ghouls.
Make it quick.
Okay. So he'll fire off at I guess the one right here.
Yeah.
Go for this one.
It is
You
prone.
get an extra D4.
It is no longer prone.
Oh, well, never mind.
Damn. Okay. Oh, so also, will this one be at disadvantage if I do a ranged spell attack?
It's not
Yes.
like a prone, so it wouldn't be, right?
No, that one right there.
Oh,
I mean,
move forward.
at this point, they will both be within 5 feet of you, so.
Okie doke. All right. Yes, I will hit the one right here then. For a fireball.
Fireball.
Firebolt. God damn it! I got motherfucker. It's a 20 and a 1, so I get the 1.
Oh.
Kidding.
Why don't you, Alarin, with a natural 1.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Mm.
Table
Jeez.
ignites and fucking
Yep.
zombies still get through. Jesus.
Just roll me a d20. If you get a 10 or below, the table is going to set on fire.
Oh god! Oh come on!
Because you are descending and you're like on a wobbly surface on guard.
Yep. That is another 1.
Oh, my
come on,
goodness.
man.
The table is now alight, and
I
it's
took
slowly
7 damage for
beginning
nothing.
Oh, man.
to sear away. That table is going to go within the next 3 rounds.
I could have got off attacks.
So-
maybe we need more people
It
firing.
is entirely up to you guys. Do you want to make a stand here and ready actions to fucking wallop on these guys, or do you want to run?
I think now
I
that
mean, we
we're,
gotta deal with them now or
They're
later.
going to chase us.
yeah, like now that we're like, all together again, I feel we can take them.
Okay, so
Oh,
Garfantis, you hit and you duck when I need to shoot.
everyone position yourselves. You know where the trap is, so you can just avoid it. Position yourselves to where you want to be.
Yeah, I think I want to be here.
Everybody's under
Yeah, I'll go here, and I'll have my crossbow ready.
Is that
Irina's
possible?
gonna go there. Yeah, you can sit next to fucking Gar.
So Gar is like technically right here, right? In the like right up against the thing.
Gar
saying
takes
we
up
should just-
all 3 of those spaces.
Yeah.
So I don't. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Or why can't you just be medium? No.
Because I wanted to bring a cool aspect into the damn game for being a big creature.
Yeah, okay. So Irina is not going to get a turn here because she goes after Gar. Essentially, what is going to happen is everyone's going to shuffle into Gar's space because mechanically this is how it fucking works. And then on the end of their turn, they're going to get jettied out of it.
Indeed.
Because Gar goes last in initiative.
Because I go into a
everyone else.
fury and swing them all into walls. Each take
Okay.
1d6 bludgeoning damage.
So, as the table begins to burn away, we're going to do 1 round of combat here because I think it's all we're going to have time for. Tia, you're
Right.
going for this one, I assume.
Has that one taken damage?
None of these have taken damage.
All right,
Not
yeah.
one of them.
I do have 2 daggers. One I really don't want to use.
If
But-
you shoot it, you'll get sneak attack and you can hide before to get advantage if you want.
Well, I want to attempt to do 2 attacks here if that's possible, because you can throw daggers. So I'm gonna throw one of my 2 daggers.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot with the short bow first. Let me get that.
I will say, as an offhand dagger, it's just a quick slice. You can't. Grizz, am I right in this? You can't throw a dagger as an offhand?
If you're doing your offhand attack, you'd have to stab with the knife first, and then stab with the other knife.
Yeah, access. We get 2 light
right.
weapons.
2 light weapons. That's what it
Take
is.
control of daggers. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I will fire with my short bow and hope for the best.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
That is 15.
15 hits.
And
Another crit on the advantage roll too.
You
Why
have
is that
you
like
have
that?
DM advantage if you want to use it on this.
Where's this plus coming from?
That's for
That's if
the
you'd gotten the
natural 20. So you can
Oh,
turn that
yeah.
into a natural 20 using your DM inspiration if you want to, and then you'll get all of the damage. But if you just want to stick it as a 15, stick it as a 15.
I'll just take it as 15. We're all here.
he gets an additional d4 anyways, because it's the first time it's been hit on its turn. I rolled it for you, and I got a 1.
Thanks.
So that one takes 11 points of damage total. Okay. Tia, you get shunned out.
Yep.
Draugden,
Um,
you can hit the one on the bottom side that Tia just hit.
Okay. First, though, with a bonus action, I actually move the patch of corrupted land to the other 2, and then I'm going to attack the one closest to me. Still,
Okay.
that's not great. That's an 8.
8 does not hit,
For shame, it would have been a max damage roll too.
I'm afraid. So you also get pushed out. It's not going to get attacked for shooting against you because Scar's in the fucking way.
Okay.
Okay. Malin. What do you want to do?
Yep. I'm shooting my crossbow at
For you, it would
If
be the
I
one
can
directly
see 'em,
across. From
it'd
you.
be straight across from me. I wouldn't be going tight. It'd be like straight across.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Love me dice.
Love me.
Well, they kind of love me, I guess. I don't know. Let's see, that was a 10 plus 5, so 15.
15 hits.
Hey.
Add a d4 to the damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
and a
you roll
D4.
it this time. Don't let Grizz roll it because yours like shit.
I de-roll that shit.
6 plus 3, so 9.
9 points of damage on that one. Good stuff. So now you and Drowden both get shunned outwards. Alarin, you have eyes on this one down here.
Gotcha. Let's try this again. And he will try to firebolt again. And then this one's normal, right? Since we're
Straight roll on this one since you're back.
So that is 14.
14 hits.
Awesome. And firebolt is 1d10. It's this weird looking one. That is for 4 fire damage.
4 fire damage on that one. Great. It's still up.
Damn.
Okay, you also get pushed out this way. Melon's over here. I can't fucking move Gar's big ass. Gar, this one is weaker. This one you'll get a D4.
So, how does the table break, may I ask?
It is crumbling away from the middle part,
From
and
the
it's just
center?
gonna fucking.
Is there like fire on the center of it?
No, because there's a hole in the middle of it. The fire is now spreading to the corners, essentially.
Okay, but it's like still hot on the part where it's breaking, right?
Yeah.
Can I take one of the halves and just shove the burning table into them?
Sure. Why not?
Here's my second question. If I push it this way, can I push that guy into him and do bludgeoning damage to the back one? I'm asking a lot here, but I gotta.
If you roll well on a strength check, I will allow it.
All right, so flat strength check to push the table into the guy to our south, I think is that direction. Yes. All right, Gar. I've needed you to do what I need you to. Damn it, Gar. God damn it, Gar. 6.
Okay, so roll a straight attack roll on the guy in front to see if you can whammy the flail into the table and push it into him.
All right, so unarmed strike is. That's a 24 to hit.
24. So roll your damage and add a D4 for fire damage.
What damage should I do? Should I use my flail's damage or?
Are you hitting it with the flail, or are you
With
pushing
I was
it?
pushing the table, so whatever you want me to do for.
No,
the
you're pushing it,
damage,
so it's an unarmed strikes, which is your strength modifier, right?
Yeah. Yep. So it's your strength modifier +1.
Strength +1.
Yep. So 5 plus 2 from the D4.
So 7 points of damage on him. Okay.
Oops.
As you push the table outwards and it cracks in two, sending embers and small red pieces of wispy magma towards him. They are still standing.
Yeah.
We are going to come to their turn in the next episode because we are out of time. So, listen, I mean, you guys can do this. You can do this if you choose
they're all
to.
pretty damaged. I might die during it, but we can do it.
Yeah, man. There's no healing left in the group. That's awesome.
Don't worry, we'll stabilize you. But
Why didn't we buy potions? What?
Let's
Because
just
everybody's creeping this out.
let's climb back up the staircase. We'll take our rest up there, and then we'll come back down. We'll be fine.
Kind of curious as well why you guys don't have potions.
Because we have no money.
Nah, that's true.
They cost 50 gold pieces.
I think
We'll
I
fucking find out next time what will fucking happen.
think I started with 5 gold, and then I lost 3 to gambling to make a joke. Just a bad joke.
Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. Let's keep making stories together, and we'll catch you guys next Saturday.
Saturday.